AmeriCorps needs you now more than ever. What is AmeriCorps? It's your opportunity to help your neighbor and your nation through these difficult times. AmeriCorps members serve their communities by fighting hunger, teaching and tutoring and mentoring students, and responding to natural disasters. AmeriCorps is your chance to get involved and be the greater good. Search hundreds of opportunities and apply at joinamericorps.gov. That's joinamericorps.gov.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 771.
Going live!
And tonight, we have Tommy C and Hellbent joining us once again. And I think the last time we had both you guys on together, too.
Yeah, so the first time I was on, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Show.
We're just forcing you guys to be friends.
Yeah.
We're making this happen.
That always works.
It's like how
You want me to
Tommy
start
made
some
me be
drama?
friends with Nick DiOrio. I was like, I don't like
what's
Nick
that arcade behind you to the
DiOrio.
left? That
Tommy
one
was like, you better like Nick
sucks.
DiOrio. And I was like, okay,
You
I
better.
like Nick DiOrio.
I find him very easy to like.
Ah, yeah,
I
he's a
find
good
him very
guy.
easy.
I never had a problem with Nick.
I didn't expect to say much about it, but I'll ask, like, what happened with Pescator? He used to pop into our chat all the time here.
If I gotta really, I guess I'm the drama guy, so I gotta talk about
He
it.
seemed like a nice guy to me. Like, he was always nice to me all the time.
I think he's a little. I really can't put my finger on it, other than probably a lot of drug use. But Pescator was. This is a really long story. You really want to hear it?
Yeah,
hear it?
I mean, I
this
guess
is like this goes back to 2016.
Oh man.
I mean, this is. I don't want to like hog your show.
Do you want to hear it?
The whole thing.
I want to hear it.
Okay.
You built it up now. It's an epic story, isn't it? 2016 to 2020.
Tell the
It's
Yeah.
pretty wild. Well, I can only tell it from my perspective, and then I can talk about his meltdown. But
yeah.
back in 2016, I was being kind of bombed in one of my chats. Back in the good old beta days, from this guy that said that these guys called the Fiverr guys had lost their channel, and it was all PewDiePie's fault. And I think I let it go one or two streams, and I ended up talking to the guy, and he showed me the story. The PewDiePie had made this video where he sent these Fiverr guys, as we all know, super famous now. The terrible, I don't know, like I don't know what I can and can't say on the show. He said terrible things that would get you banned, or PewDiePie paid for terrible for him to say, and they had no idea because they're just doing a gig. They have no idea. Gas the Jews. Subscribe to Cheap Star was offensive. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
what
remember
happened
that.
was-
I remember the video. Was it these guys in Africa or something?
I think they were somewhere in India.
India,
Okay,
yeah.
India. Okay.
So I talked to him, and I said, this is pretty serious. These guys lost their Fiverr account, and I was pretty sure that their conditions were third world. PewDiePie's got to do something about this. So we ran the story, and we like to say on Shot from the Point, it starts here. Went up to H3 after that, got all the way up to Pewds, and Pewds did the right thing. He handled it perfectly, as he handles everything, and he got their Fiverr channel back. And we would all know about 6 months later, the whole thing would break with them and demonetize the reason we have yellow dollar signs now. So that was my sort of first experience with him. And then, he would flip me stories and things of that nature. Now, fast forward to, I want to say April, or it was warm out, maybe summer of 2017. He asked me I was putting a project together. It was like a different drama news channel. It didn't work out. I was going to have satirical characters read like the drama, the internet news. I thought it was a good idea. I loved it, but it didn't work out. And he showed some interest on being in the news team, and he wanted to talk salary. And I politely explained to him, and there's video to prove this because as Billy knows, I love to send Twitter videos. I hate talking on for Twitter teas. I love yeah, Ben's shaking his head. This is what I'm known for behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So I politely explained to him that this was kind of for college kids, that he was more than welcome to be a part of it, and that I understand that he was a working man, but he had to, like, I can't afford to pay him. It's not that big a project. We're not bringing in that kind of money. I was just coming on, and I really, at that point, like 2017, Beta's a year in the hole now. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be around as it is. I appreciated it, and that was it. Then he writes me a couple months later. He says, I got a job at Drama Alert. Congratulations. And he went on, and Keem came on my show just recently, and he said he came on at just the right time, and Keem even says he did a fantastic job right at the time where Every Day Bro from Jake Paul dropped, and that was just a killer for Keemstar. It was a killer for the whole drama community, and Josh was right on the front lines, delivering stories. I'm sure he made Keem a hell of a lot of money, and that was it. And when I was doing my get to the point thing, was only getting 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 hits on a good day. Josh would like to take little shots at me. And things. And I didn't really understand why, because I had my interactions with him for the most part were positive. There's another thing, but it doesn't have much to do with the story that was negative. But I kind of looked the other way. And the shots go on for years, 2017, 2018, 2019. And I never, like, I mean, Billy knows this. I'm not really one to hide my feelings. I'm not afraid to punch up. I'm when I punch up, I'm pretty successful at it. And I just thought it was always weird to go after this guy that's constantly poking at me because he was a civilian, or he wasn't a public figure. It didn't make money sense.
Yeah.
It didn't make it. But I finally, the straw that broke the camel's back, and I want to say in September, about a year ago, September of 2019, he took a ridiculous shot at me and said that he had asked me for money and that I was completely fucking rude to him and I was a total fucking asshole and that I treat my staff like crap, and my staff's all volunteer, the guys that dig up my stories. And that was it. I couldn't have that. I didn't care if nobody knew who the fuck he was. I didn't know if he'd be back at Drama Alert. I didn't even know he had left Drama Alert at that point. There's just no way that'll stand. So I dug up all the videos and we buried him. And one of the ways we buried him is he's one of these guys that kind of like to tell stories, really, really crazy stories. We were doing an investigation into the Fiverr guys that me, Colossal's Crazy, and Dead on Dave are doing an investigation of Fiverr guys when I was in a podcast called Catch 33. And it looked like he was shaking them down. It turned out not to be the case. But in these conversations, he told us that he was, rubbing noses with PewDiePie through secret accounts. He told that me and Dave that he was like us. In other words, a reference to our veteran. He kind of played that he was some kind of soldier of fortune or something like that.
Working for Blackwater or something like that. Yeah,
or something like that. Like he was vague, but he said, I'm like you guys. And I mean, one thing that Dave and I are known for is we both in Iraq at the same time. Dave did 2 tours, I did 1. So it's like you guys, we found that, really fucking strange. So in the video, the kind of the way we, the 2 out of 10 part of this podcast was we're goofing on him for being a secret agent. Like, Jesus Christ, is Jason Bourne. And we really buried, no, I did a fucking takedown. I did one of those streams where I was fuming pissed. I have a really good relationship. I consider all those staff guys my close friends, and we buried his ass. And that was the end of that. And then a couple months later, he started reaching out to me and started giving me really nice stories. Got a committee, made me some money. And I decided to let the whole thing pass. And the Onision story broke, I want to say, in January of 2020, just before everything started getting crazy. And he was giving me really good stuff and making me money. And then he asked me a question. He's like, could you take down No, he didn't say it's take down. He says could you take put sort of a disclaimer in those videos you did on me, this podcast. And I said, well, what do you have in mind? That you didn't have all the facts and you didn't have all the you know, like you have all the facts and you kind of, you know, made things up and what have you. And I was like, well, that's not true. I didn't make anything up. And what he was referring to, and we found this out from what he claims now is when he mentioned that he was like one of us, he said that he was kind of I don't know how to say this because this sounds like bullshit too, a digital anti-terrorist guy that actually funded or part to bust South American, the far left terrorists down south. Now, I don't know how much there's truth to this, but this is the part when the story gets kind of fucking sad. Josh Pescator's father in 1996 was murdered and captured, murdered, and from what the article says, eviscerated by these far left-wing terrorists down in South America.
But why is everyone saying the banana company is paying for it?
Because Chiquita Banana actually was paying off these far left terrorist groups to protect I know it sounds good. Now it's getting completely.
It sounds insane.
Yeah, this is the part that's not fiction. That his father was like accused for ransom and then murdered, and his family rightfully sued the ever living shit out of Chiquita Banana because these guys wouldn't have been probably empowered with weapons and all sorts of things they got if they hadn't got from. Basically, what Chiquita Banana was doing, from what I could see, is basically paying all. You had to pay FARC old school protection money if you want to go back to like the 30s, 40s, and like the
so
mafia.
Now Pescator is a multi-millionaire because of this, right?
He's been awarded $3 million from this thing and decided to quit his job. I guess he fixed car stereos or something like that, and become sort of a full-time YouTuber, which I guess he put a team together. He never really put much content out and what have you. So he's feeling pretty good at himself, and he was awarded this a little. I think slightly after. I want to say it's like October or November of last year. You get the dates wrong. He wasn't a millionaire when we had a little spat last September. And so he came to me and said, you want to put this? And I said, no, I'm not going to take it down. I'm not going to say I lied. But what I will do is I'll put an asterisk in the thing saying that, there was a miscommunication, which I still believe to this day. It really wasn't the case, but Josh was helping me out, and I got to be honest with you, I sacrificed my integrity. It's like the guy's being a good guy now, right? I didn't lie. I don't have to call myself a liar, but I can throw him a bone. All I got to do is put a little disclaimer in the thing. The video is almost a year old already, 6-7 months, a year old already. Let's let it let's put it. So I did. I put the disclaimer in. I showed it to him. He didn't seem to have a problem with it, and I got to do it without saying, I misled my audience or anything like that. Right after that, I got to see old Josh again. The fuck with he would kind of fuck with me, and he'd fuck with a lot of other people. I started seeing it during the Hansen case, and where I drew the line was an argument between him and Repzion. Repzion's an anti-O, a sane anti-O, but an anti-O nonetheless. And I really thought he was fucking way out of line when he brought up something personal in relation to the argument over, anti-Os and pro-O, anti-Os and what we were doing. I mean, I ended up being an anti-O, as Billy well knows.
Sure.
So I said to him publicly, and I wasn't like my normal Tommy C stuff, like, cut this out, like, don't talk to him like that. You're way out of line. And then I got a whole fucking tough guy, gangster, almost like supervillain lecture in my DMs. Whose line? Society's line? You talk to me that way, like, fuck you. I'm a big badass and you're not. And I fucking ignored it. And I also, because I was feeling like a prick, I erased the disclaimer. Now, in April of this year, I got a message from him, and he's talking like a gangster to me again. And he said, did you remove the disclaimer? I sure as fuck did. And I told him, I was like, nobody fucking talks to me like that. And this was between like February and April. So there was some time that went by. It took him some time to notice. And, he started the tough guy talking. I even just showed him, because I saw these DMs in my shows. You got to watch my podcast if you really care. And I told him, I don't respond well to this gangster shit. And I don't appreciate it. you know?
Yeah.
And then
I've heard the leaked audio recordings of him saying all this stuff.
We're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there. And this is where I fucking finally lost it. Like lost it. And he started saying, you know, I was like, he mentioned something about my integrity. And I was like, well, no, if I had any integrity, I wouldn't have put that stupid thing up in the first place, because personally, I believe you were trying to fucking, you know, try to pull some kind of, you know, stolen valor horse shit on us. I never said that. I did you a favor because you helped me out. But you know, you're a real prick to me. You tell people I treat people like crap. You tell people I don't fucking pay them. You tell people that I was complete dickhead to you when I told you I couldn't afford to pay you. I have a video. You could see the expression in my face. Saying like, I'm sorry, dude, I can't help you. The money's not there to give. I can't pay a salary. Okay. And you went around saying, you know, flat out lying. I go, if I had any integrity, I would have told you to fuck off. And he says, yeah, you're still mad about that? Well, I guess I couldn't expect a husband to be able to afford me. I'm more than a house husband can stand. And I let it slide. I didn't say anything. And then he said house husband again, and everything kind of snapped.
It's an oddly personal insult, you know?
Yeah. And
house husband, you little bitch.
Right.
Look, I'm doing my job, but yeah, it was not one. I'm not saying I didn't pop off right away. And by the way, this is all private. So yeah. The second time he did it, I started thinking about, this guy's pretending to be a YouTuber. He has a channel that was given to him by Keemstar. He has no fan. He's losing subs. He's calling me a house husband. I'm paying my fucking bills with this shit. This guy's been nothing but fucking crap to me when I've been nothing but goddamn nice to him. And I didn't even expose him on the stolen valor shit in the past. I fucking flat out said to him, I said, well, maybe I'll get lucky and my daddy will get clipped and I'll get a bunch of money and I won't have to be a house husband. And that's where this thing really starts to fucking kick off. Right. Well, he doesn't say shit, but he runs to all my fucking peers and colleagues and he shows them what a bastard I am. Go ahead, make videos. And they're like, dude, you're a dick. You asked for it. You fucking pushed that guy. He's like, Tommy's crazy to begin with. And you pushed him absolutely like to the point where I think anybody would have popped off. Okay. And then fast forward a month ago, he takes another shot at me over a disagreement I'm having with another YouTuber that got fixed on its own. And I just fucking released everything. I released all the information that I told you about, and that created a domino effect. Then he fucking started freaking out to Nick Diorio. Then he started freaking out on Augie RFC. Then he started doing what he did to me to absolutely everybody that you can't do it to if you want to be able to survive at YouTube, like all in like a 48-hour period, demanding that Augie do this, telling people to do this, flexing about his money, calling everybody fucking kids or stupid or this or that. And that's when the streams came. And of course, Nick is fucking brutal. He called him a bunch of the guy's always telling like weird stories. He did his stream on the guy, and then he has this incredible meltdown. I don't know if you want to play it or so. That's like 30 minutes. You don't want to play it, where he talks about raping Nick. He talks about, I mean, that might have been metaphorical, to be honest with you.
Was it
kicking his ass?
Cheeks clapping?
Yeah, squeeze those cheeks, grease up those cheeks.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound metaphorical. That's exactly how you fuck someone.
Yeah, it's rapey.
Yeah, that sounds like.
Gets better. It gets that might have been metaphorical, but I'm gonna kick his ass at VidCon. I'm gonna kick the ass in front of his house, and then the
Just
ultimate.
Don't cough on me.
The thing that, because at first it was all internet drama is funny. He does have $3 million. He talked about, he said, I'm going to paraphrase, but I don't really have to do much of anything. My reach is anywhere in this country. I could hire somebody. And now he doesn't mention whether it's assault or murder or anything like that. But I mean, who fucking talks like that? And that's when I'd said, oh, now we've crossed the fucking plane.
Wasn't he also working with people who dox people also?
Yeah, apparently he was around with Billy's best friend Zoom. He was searching for Nick Diorio's. He was searching for Nick Diorio's docs through Zoom. And he's doing anything he can. He's talking about getting a hold of my ex-wife, my current wife, the whole nine.
Yeah,
this guy went completely and
pretty
utterly
far.
berserk. Yeah, it utterly berserk. But it was all over this. The thing is, here's what screwed Josh at the end. He wanted us to believe he was a big shot, and he wanted to be able to not only like, we all know people in this business that think they're fucking more talented or better than they are, but they don't necessarily fucking talk to you like they're your boss or they're in charge of you or you're some kind of bitch. And he picked the wrong fucking people, and it was over time, he just fucking with me is one thing, I'll just say some shit, but then he burned all the other bridges, and then the whole thing collapsed, and he had this epic fucking meltdown, and he did what every YouTuber does. They fuck up tremendously. They run to their Discord to, get their dopamine back and hope they're going to be praised, and some jackass is recording them, and they recorded them talking about hiring people to hurt Nick. He, doxing me, finding my ex-wife, going after Nick at VidCon. It was completely and totally fucking unhinged. Apparently he's got some kind of drug problem. He's done some time. And, when I found out that I didn't really think he did any time. I thought it was like some tough guy talk to intimidate like up and coming YouTubers, and kids. But I found out he actually did some time. So at this point, it's probably not going to go over well with your audience. I sent an email to the police.
I mean, when there's evidence that, he's making the threat, and then there's the evidence that he's trying to get information to carry out the threat. Yeah, I don't know.
I would think so. I mean, it's not like if he just said, I'm going to kick his ass, I'd whip his ass in real life, IRL. I wouldn't have done a fucking thing. But, I mean, we're talking about a multimillionaire saying he has reach all over the fucking country. He's completely unhinged. His YouTube career is over. His credibility is completely gone. Nick destroyed. I can't get into every detail there. Who the fuck knows? And I started thinking, I'm the old guy in this fucking group. And if something happens to Nick, we're going to look at this point right now. And maybe we should have took this guy just a little more seriously if something happens to Nick or Nick's parents or Nick's neighbor or something like that. And I'm going to wish I did something. And considering I'm the old guy and they're all just fresh out of college or high school, guess who's going to fucking, who should have known better? My age.
And you have to report it from a completely different side of the globe, too.
Yeah, if I'm gonna make a threat at somebody, I'm always gonna go in like if it's a joke, like I'm gonna say, I'm gonna get you, you son of a bitch. I always gotta keep in mind that maybe they'll take it seriously and maybe they'll report it. Like you gotta watch how you talk around people. Like when it's a one-on-one conversation and not like, you just doing, let's say, a YouTube video to where you're just talking to whoever. You say, I'd kill him if I could. And even then, man, I don't know. You just don't talk like that and not expect any kind of
even like Takasar or something. He always says, if I found you, I would do this. I'm not talking about reporting something like that. I'm talking about details. I'm talking about, real places. I'm talking about somebody who's completely fucking unhinged. He's talking to teenagers, saying he's going to kick their ass.
Oh yeah. What about the Ethan Ralph porn? Oh, spit take.
Oh. The Ethan Ralph porn.
Yeah, that he put into the chat. Remember?
I saw it.
Oh
well,
no, that's right.
I told my friend I saw it, and he described
this is one part of. This is one part of the stories that I'm leaving out. There's this YouTuber, and you ought to kiss my ass because I don't particularly like this guy. There's this YouTuber, and he's a wise ass, very clever kid. I'll give him that. YouTube commentator. He's about 17 years old in the UK. And he is widely known, and he knows this, it's not a surprise, to be probably the least trustworthy person on the planet. I mean, he would snitch on his own mother if he thought it got him just an ounce of internet clout, a bit of attention. If he can be a part of a trash fire or light the fuse that starts a trash fire, he's there. This is the guy that sold Just Destiny out during the Just Destiny situation. So Pescator initially, before all that stuff I told you, goes to Lieutenant Cobra, where Lieutenant Cobra goes like, oh, Nick and Tommy have screwed me. What do you think, what should we do about it? And he puts in writing all these threats that he would later say on audio in his Discord to Lieutenant Cobra, who's 17, and he just eggs him on, and Pescator just keeps on giving him more shit and more shit and more shit, and at the end he puts a picture of Shrek, and it has like Shrek taking a photograph, and he says like I'm taking pictures for my my documentary on retards, thank you, and he leaks it to fucking Nick. who's not exactly an ally of his anyway. So, like, the last guy you would go to tell anything for any reason, you know, this guy's a complete liar. He screws people all the time for his own entertainment, not necessarily money. Pescatore went to that guy. And then that led to the phone call, grease your cheeks. And, of course, there's the Ethan Ralph thing where, and this was probably a mistake.
Yeah, so he's in a group chat, and some of the people in the group chat.
Filled with kids. Like,
Damn.
filled to the brim with kids. But they're all, I mean, I understand. I got to work with young people, too. But he puts this pornography in this group chat where there's people that are under 18.
So like 16, right? Most of, like the ones that are under 18 are like 16, right?
I don't think I think 14 would be the youngest, but I
Okay.
wouldn't put my life on
And this
that.
was the news
And
team? Are you running a sweatshop?
What is this?
Man, you are really stupid if you go into Discord and just go, well, surely everybody here is over 18. Look at my wiener. Come on,
Nobody
take a
goes
look.
into Discord looking for adults.
It's not really an adult hangout, no. It's like new Skype, right? So everybody on that's going to be younger, generally speaking. They're gonna
There's
be
obviously
on their
people
iPhone at home, on the computer all the time. Either
there's a lot
nerds or
of
kids.
There's a lot of people who are 14. Some people even younger that are in the YouTube circles, and they have value as YouTubers, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like the fact this is not very libertarian of me, but I would like the rule to be, in order to create content, you should be 18. That's not a personal thing. We can argue about it. And
I kind of thought split it into
Guardian?
2 sites. Like make YouTube for kids and YouTube for adults, and have harder restrictions on the one for kids.
But I don't make the rules. Content creators can be as young as 14. Obviously, I'd handle them differently than I would, but you got to work with them. If they break a story, they have the goods. They have the goods. I mean, there's nothing around it. And I can't tell you how many times that guys that were in high school or just getting into high school had, and I know Keem, I'm sure he's had people. The girl that broke the Romeo Lacosta story was, 15 years old. To Keem anyway. So, I mean, that's just a reality. I think we could mitigate that if they finally said content creation over the age of 18. But for people like me, you have to deal with, some people that are in high school. There's no way around it.
Yeah,
it's just the rules.
Well, I don't think it should be like, oh, you interacted with somebody and you didn't get their age as a conversation, but posting your penis is a different.
What happened was
thing entirely.
Somebody leaked a porn of themselves, and Pescatore posted it in the chat, and there happened to be some of these people that are teenagers that are YouTubers in there.
Yeah, it's a big thing they rang out to me. All the other stuff's kind of funny information, but the other part is like, well, should people under 18 be able to make YouTube videos? I don't know, but hey, look over in Discord. Look at all the porn at the porn funnel over there. Ah, man, you want to say something's worse than YouTube? I bet Discord has like skeletons upon skeletons, a mountain of them. Oh, baby.
I'll bet. But I said that before. Like I gave him the benefit of the doubt. It was not so much like he put if I think
I get it.
You start talking to people and you start thinking they're adults and you work with them. You're actually doing work, and then this porn related thing comes out. I mean, I think the Ethan Ralph story was legitimate internet drama. I think we could all agree on that. And it's like, you'll never believe what dropped. Check this out. Now, if I did that in my Discord, it would be fine because everybody's over 18. But when you're in these, you got to understand, all these YouTubers are, especially commentators, are in tons and tons of group chats, like tons of group chats. And it's just, it's a real incestuous, disgusting thing. I've been in them. They suck, but they're awful. But that's, if you're an up and coming commentator, that's really the best way. Collabing with people and getting to know people is really the best way to do it. And these Twitter things and Discord things, they're very important if you want to build, probably more important than the content you make.
Yeah.
And that's what they have. So I think Josh forgot where he was, so I'm not going to bury him in that. But I think it's fucking funny that he showed Ethan Ralph, fucking to a bunch of kids. I find that.
I mean, he wasn't like, hey, kids, check out this dick. He was like, oh my God, you guys see this dick? And there happened to be kids around when he did it.
But that should be a mistake that you only make one time, right?
I do it all the time.
It'll never happen again.
I think it happened twice.
Really? No. I'm trying to issue a moral.
I walk
lying
in
here and you're just
I walk
breaking
into
it
the
like
comic
it's
book
nothing.
shop and I'm like, hey guys, check out this big old dick. And then there's like kids playing Magic cards or Yu-Gi-Oh or something. And I'm like, turn away. And then everybody else, look at this dick.
So yeah,
This legal of 18 of age dick, and then Cobes is in the corner. He's like, yeah, man.
What is up? Yeah.
Topes?
You can't.
Tope?
Cobes?
King Cobra.
Oh, Cobes. I thought
King
it was
Cobra
different.
Yeah,
JFS.
King Cobra JFS.
The dirtiest sweet boy of them all.
So
Yeah,
I
it casts
guess
a dark spell on me, so I don't have any color anymore. Sorry.
I guess we'll move into the next part here. Everyone who's watching, if you could like the stream, that would be helpful. And we have a goal that we have to meet before the end of this show. We have an uphill battle. Don't let the fact that we have good guests keep you from donating. It's weird. When we don't have guests, when it's just me and him, we just get dono after dono. But a lot of times when we have good guests that we actually talk to, for some reason the donos don't come in as much.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
When people get bored,
everybody's
give
here
us
for
money.
you and Billy. Me and this other clown, we ain't worth shit. Come on
Yeah, I
now.
guess so.
You
Well,
know
I mean,
that.
Last time me and Hellbent were here, I thought you were doing pretty good. But I gotta
think
be
we
honest, just
did.
before you broke that up,
I think we
I was
did.
like, I was watching. I'm like, they're not. Am I doing something wrong here? I mean, I don't know.
No. It's I don't know what it is.
No, I know what it is.
What is it? I don't.
People are mad at Josh Pescatore.
No, they're not. They want us to talk about something else now. So I'm gonna play the intro to the
Play
next
a
part.
video. I need colors.
Yep.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. TP, are they going to touch me?
So I saw this happening right before we started. Where is it? No, that's not what I wanted. Right here.
Yeah, dear Elon.
Yeah, so Onision just randomly started emailing Repzion. Just one after another. And I guess Repzion was
with the tip train.
Yeah, thank you, PT Ham.
We're halfway there.
Halfway there. I owe you guys a zap too, and if we meet the goal, I'm gonna do a zap at the end no matter what. But if we meet the goal, I'll do two back to back. So, and I guess Repzion was using like auto reply. So a lot of these like, wow, that's just auto replying to Onision, but Onision's like doing his normal Onision stuff. Can you do a good impersonation of Onision while you read?
I could try.
Do your best. You know him the best out of all of us.
Okay.
All right.
I had a nut in my mouth.
Okay, well, even better, right? Isn't that what he's doing on
Can't read the
OnlyFans?
text. Is that what he emailed him? I have a nut in my mouth.
I hope you will post a retraction for anything you've said about Kai. This article shows an adult Sarah stating Kai was never inappropriate with her.
Booper.
Police
Nor
cop choke him.
sent. It doesn't show what it says. Nor sent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So are you ever going to back up your words by facing me in a charity live stream? Or are you going to continue proving how fraudulent you are by hiding behind ignorant tweets?
Yeah.
Choo-choo.
So, wow. All right, here's
Look, I'm going to interrupt. That's the most 2020 thing I've heard in a while. Will you face me in a charity?
Well, this is from 2019, by the way.
Only the thing up top is from 2019. Everything else that you've read after the wow, this is new. So this is the first email from today. The one on the bottom from
okay, this is for today.
The one on the bottom is from today. The two above it with
okay.
Yeah, so you read that one. So he's like, "Hey, do this charity thing," because that's typical for him. Honestly, that's what he does. He'll.
If you don't do the awful thing with me, then the charity doesn't get money. That means you're bad.
That's how he positions
and I win.
it. Yeah.
Don't you want to fight me for charity?
So then he's got this. What are you talking about? And you can see that's an auto reply. If you look below,
Is it?
Yeah. See the thing in blue?
Oh, he's just clicking it?
Yeah.
Let's do a live stream for charity. You can throw whatever beliefs you have at me, and I'll educate you. You've made countless videos on me. You would think if any of those videos were true, you'd be happily bring those points to a charity live stream. you'd happily bring those points to a charity live stream.
I would have clicked. Like, I see the thing. No, I did. I would have just kept clicking those till fucking ever. That would have been great.
Coward as always.
No,
Hey,
I didn't.
Did you really scam your audience out of $25,000 on GoFundMe? You know what? You know that is a crime, right?
Oh God,
It is.
no.
What? What? Says Daniel
25.
Soulsbach. What? You ran a GoFundMe.
Oh, he's talking about the legal fund. He's talking about the legal fund.
Yeah.
Right?
You ran a GoFundMe for legal expenses. You raised over $25,000. You did not use $25,000 for the legal expenses as you said you would. That's potential prison time, dude. Hi, Greg. I hope you know I've been using Gmail auto-response replies these last few exchanges. I know you're salty. I received a lot of financial support during that whole ordeal. However, no crime was committed. I met my goal, and people wanted to continue to support me far past what I needed. I really appreciate having an audience willing to go above and beyond supporting me for dealing with your years of false copyright abuse.
Yeah, seriously, does Onision believe that anyone's gonna prosecute Repzion for this?
You can go to jail, right?
No, he can't.
That's
All
a good
your fans.
question.
People wanted him to have more money. They gave him more money.
All your fans will send you to prison, dude. I paid off
Like,
my
how
legal
much of that-
expenses and used
How much of
the.
that bleeds out of the real world? Hasn't Onision like been in court recently?
He took Repzion to court.
Yeah, that's how.
And I assume that went nowhere, right?
It went.
He threw it out.
He also sued Chris Hansen, but it wasn't the right Chris
he
Hansen.
filed the wrong Chris Hansen.
So, we're dealing with like a force to be reckoned with in the legal system here. Yeah,
I
I'd be
paid off my
terrified.
legal expenses and used the additional funds to put into savings, car repair, recent apartment move, and into an IRA. In total, between taxes and GoFundMe's cut, I made $17,000.
Boys need a
Choo
donut.
choo,
Choo choo.
JC, yay yay! I also donated some of it to charity, which I posted months ago on Twitter. There's no crime in someone giving more than what was asked. Who thinks generosity is a crime? I built a steady, strong audience over the years dealing with your DMCA abuse. And when push came to shove, I had support. I'm sorry you don't have that. I spoke to GoFundMe directly. Nothing fraudulent was done or committed, and I provided them with receipts when asked. Best regards, Daniel.
See, Repzion had the integrity when he knew Chris Hansen was doing dumb shit to walk away from him, I would say. That's how I feel about it. I don't know. But I know him personally. Maybe I have a bias.
I think Repzion's or Onision's pissed off because he made fucking Repzion $25K. I think that's all that's going on here.
Yeah.
Onision.
I didn't think about that. He sued him. And look, that looked like it was going to be a serious lawsuit if he couldn't make videos on him anymore. He asked for support and got $25K out of it and put it in an IRA. And it's just like, it's another Onision fail. He tries to do something dramatic, like a video takedown, and just ends up benefiting the person he initially attacked. It's a weird pattern with him.
Onision makes
that
so much
attitude.
money for his haters.
Yeah, I know.
It's amazing.
Well, it's that attitude of like, it ain't enough that I succeed. I got to see people I don't like fail. So let's say for some reason Billy and I got into theatrics, right? The attitude would be like, Billy earned $40,000 this year. Fuck, that really chaps my ass. I better go sue him for something that I made up. Just stir the shit.
This is people making money off of Onision being a shitbag. And then you have to wonder how much of Onision being a shitbag was made up because it was good business. He's a shitbag. He is a shitbag.
Yeah.
But how much of it was made up just because it made more money, you know? That's my question.
Well, I think it's a part of that. I mean, he's basically said that, but you have to question when he took the shitbag act to the point where it's detrimental to him, like so many times. I mean, I can't even he is really. You can write 2 books about him. Yeah. Like how many times? Like there's one thing you could say, like, all right, he's doing that to make money and doing that to make money, but then he does it to the point where he loses money or he becomes kind of a villain to the point where it's like, all right, Keemstar's a villain, but he's a lovable villain. You don't want to be a villain. You want to be a lovable villain.
right
villain, and like just nothing works. And at one point he said, well, I'm just outsmarting anybody and making them mad at me. I'm just playing the heel in a wrestling thing. And then, well, you're broke.
I think Onision's got he's got mental issues, right?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
he can't not respond to people. It's like a sickness.
He could write off his wedding and all these other like expenses that you could never write off on your taxes, and ended up being like $500,000 in the hole or something, right? Wasn't it something like that, like $500,000 in the hole for taxes? That's insane.
$500,000, you don't go to a CPA or something? He didn't need emotional advice. He needs somebody to go, okay, Onision, here's how you file your taxes. You done these, right? How old are you? 30, 40?
That would have been cool, but why do that when you could pay $60 for a TurboTax?
Yeah, well, that's a good point, Billy. I don't have a good response for that other than
the good response. The good response is that the IRS doesn't accept the excuse that TurboTax fucked up your taxes when they come to collect. That's the excuse.
I wrote a song 2 years ago about Onision's TurboTax problem. I wrote a song and I sang it live. It's called the Onision IRS song. If you guys are interested sometimes. It wasn't a plug, I swear to God.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it on the cringe rap segment. Did you rap or were you singing?
No, I sang.
I wish you would have rapped it.
Why? I'm sure a lot of the people just wish I wouldn't have done it, but
what?
Yeah.
You know another thing Onision does? He does this thing where he just instantly is like, "Come debate me. If you don't do it now, you're a coward." It's like, why not try to schedule something like a week in advance or something?
He's been trying to talk to Repzion for a while.
No, but he always does this with people. He does do this. We're like, I feel like debating now. I'm going to challenge everyone. And then no one responds. He's like, you're all fucking cowards. Yes, he does that all the time. They were up his
ass for so long, and then when he was finally ready to play, they were like, nah.
Okay. But he does it. You can at least do 24-hour planning in advance. He's like, I want to do this now.
Well, he said I'd do it now, but then he offered them the whole time, and they're like, we're not talking to you. So it's like, I can see the coward word being thrown around. If I was Onision, you spend all this time making all this money talking about me, and the second that, I'm willing to talk back, you're pussy. Okay.
I think you're right. I think you're right when it comes to the Chris Hansen thing, Billy. But I think what Ben was talking about is more like 2011, 12, when he was going on about debate me, and the guy would just talk over you and what have you. But you're absolutely right. I can't remember this reporter's name, but Onision did it's fun to watch. And if you're a rare person that likes to root for Onision, you're gonna love this video. This reporter from Newsweek, I cannot remember his name.
Yes.
You really, Onision ripped him a new asshole, and it was absolutely highly fucking entertaining. This guy dropped the ball. He dropped every ball that was thrown to him. He embarrassed himself.
I've heard it.
So yeah, he could do it. But when Onision's in the wrong, he doesn't exactly. I've seen some of his debates. He doesn't exactly play fair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Ben interviewed him here, and he just danced around every question.
I interviewed him here recently. That he was having some kind of personal drama with a former friend of his, and they had talked to him on the phone and were like, "Are you recording this, Greg?" And he just like hung up. And then when I asked him about it here, I was like, "Did you?" Because it is actually illegal in this state to call. Like it's a 2-party consent recording call state. And I asked him about
it. He's in it too. Oh God.
He just kept saying, "There is no recording. There's no recording.
There is no recording.
There is no recording."
There is, and then
yeah, and then the whole wetlands thing was happening at that time, and I asked him about it. He's like, "I never went to court." I was like, "I didn't say you went to court. I said there was some sort of court action against you." And he's like, "I never went to court."
Like he's got this miserable way of always talking to make himself right. By his own like set of rules. He's always right, and he won't deviate from it. He's good at that, and it's part of his control issues he has with people. He has to be in control of everything based on his own rules. It's very strange. He almost seems like a perverted Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
Now, Diorio got him to be pretty kind of, I don't know, loosen's not the right word, But I think during that time when he interviewed the reporter, Diorio got him to talk like a normal human being.
But Nick hung up on him, right?
Oh, that was the second time.
Okay, I gotta listen to the first one. I never heard the
second
first one.
time was
the first one.
The second time was Onision in normal form.
Oh,
the thing he was doing there, like, yeah.
I never even heard the first
You
one.
ever been to a nude beach before?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he used.
Oh yeah. Well, it was weird. Like he came on to Nick's stream the second time, and Nick had just he had buried a lot of these rabid, out of control, nutty anti-O's.
Yeah.
Right. And the Shilohs of the world, people that weren't telling the fucking truth, people that Nick had caught, and Onision's like, you know what? This is a perfect time for me to go on Nick's show and bash the alleged victims. That's not what Nick wanted to do. He wanted to take care of Hanson. He wanted to point out the hypocrisy. And Onision Greg's just sitting there, and Sarah's in this, and she's no.
Oh, we'll get
good.
to that. He went on a Twitter rampage. This Repzion stuff is just part of it.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah, I was gonna show you a couple of his tweets.
Okay.
They're pretty nasty.
Let's hear him.
Sure.
So yeah, he argued with Repzion a little more, and then Repzion was like, "Drink a weed soda, Greg."
I don't make it a goal to sway the public into thinking I'm a good person. I let people think and believe whatever they want. If someone is like me or says something that is untrue, it's their prerogative. You can't please the masses or the outrage culture. I don't need an email to email people and tell them how much smarter. Like, dude, I'm being real with you. It's laughable. Just stop while you're ahead. Attached is what I'm drinking today. I'd really recommend cannabis-infused watermelon soda. It's about $30 and makes you super relaxed. Best regards, Daniel. I couldn't figure out who was saying that, so I had to read it in my regular voice until I read the Daniel part. Jesus Christ, you pussy. I'll read that shit if you agree to live stream for charity, but till then, I'm tired of wasting my words on a pathetic nobody like you who literally is best known for making up bullshit.
Why'd you
about me.
email him?
Either put up and live stream for charity or shut the fuck up. I have better shit to do than read the fucking essay you just wrote. But if you agree to help charity with me, then we'll stream and get the shit sorted out. Okay, fuckface? And by the way, you balding fat troll. My name is James. You balding fat troll.
Balding fat
My name is James. And by the way, you balding fat troll. My name is James.
You balding fat troll.
My name is James. You memed my father. Prepare to cry.
I remember the day after Onision told Billy that his name was James, and Billy was like, Onision told me his name is James now.
Yeah, we were at the house, and Joe invited him over for his birthday party, and Onision introduced himself to Joe's mom, and I was like, "Hey, have you met Greg?" And he was like, he held his hands, "Hi, I'm James." And I was like, "Why is he fucking with Joe's mom right now?" But he was serious. Flip me out a little bit.
Well, identity crisis, huh?
And here comes Daniel Solzbuck, sick motherfucker right here, dead naming somebody. Nah, your name is Gregory, and you'll always be that to me. I can't tell if you're trying to be an angry incel. How could a guy be an incel when you call him a groomer? Doesn't that kind of contradict the two things? Get it right.
Fair enough, Bill.
Get it right. Be an angry incel or related to Big Red. And did he link the YouTube video to say who Big? I don't get this at all. It's great. Normal people don't talk like you. Have a fantastic rest of your day, Greg. Best regards, Daniel.
I think he's just really high. I think Repzion's really high.
Okay, so Big Red is this feminist woman here?
If I had to respond to that shit, I would get really drunk and just be like, fuck you.
Yes.
Bitch.
And then
your name is Gregory.
And then here's
here's
James's response.
Own compilation right there. What is with that? Like we got the old redhead feminists. Like,
MRAs and feminists owned. So I think he's just saying you look like, I can't tell if you're trying to be an angry incel or related to Big Red, and then he linked the YouTube video. He's making a joke about this big red-haired feminist woman. And it's like,
I forgot about Big Red.
If your joke has to be accompanied with a YouTube link, you're not funny. You're not funny. But I think it's funny that you did this. You're not funny, but this is funny.
You see what Onision calls him, though?
Oh, we're down here?
Yeah.
Thanks for proving once again what an empty-worded coward fraud you are. Good luck on your video, you Nazi-looking fuck. BTW. BTW.
Well,
Normal people suck.
His name is Salzbach.
Salzbach, and his girlfriend is a registered Nazi.
Fuck, la, 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 la.
His girlfriend is registered in the Nazi party.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's not. She used to
Yeah,
live in
she
fucking
is not.
Israel.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounded legit. I
No,
don't know.
she used to
I'm
live
trying
in Israel.
Look, this is all new to me. I'm just listening, keeping track of it.
Yeah.
It's engaging. It's a
So-
story for the ages.
You see this?
Might want to show this video to Chris Hansen, Snitchery, Blair White, Repzion, and all the other lemmings who did zero honest research before they threw around the word predator. Sexual extortation is a crime. It doesn't stop being a crime just because you choose the wrong side. The fraud who lied about Onision admitting live to committing the crime of sexual extortion against Onision. Imagine how you would react if the roles were reversed.
This is so fucked up.
Sexual extortion?
Everyone commits crimes against him, according to him.
Sexual extortion.
This is crime. Yeah, and it's just some
That's a good
bull.
story.
It's like a leaked recording, and then he's doing all this stuff.
If you don't like Onision, you are literally a moron. It could not be more obvious how awesome I am. That's fucking. that's just a great tweet, right? Like,
Really is,
nobody
period.
fucking likes Onision.
Yeah, but like-
Onision barely likes Onision.
Look at this. Look at this. This is like he gets dirty.
Sorry if you killed your unborn child for no good reason. You don't get to have an opinion of anyone ever again, Billy.
Yeah, dude.
Bullshit. But yeah, this is him being fucking dumb.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, no. But shout out to Billy for killing a baby if she didn't feel like she wanted to keep it. I fucking love that shit. Dude, have another baby and kill it on the house for Onision. Fuck this. At Daniel says, "Your move, beta male." So, are you ever going to back up your words?
Yeah.
Let me guys, Billy. When you hang out with him or see him around, he's like, I bet you tell him like, but you know what? But James, why did you do this? I bet he's like, I know, Billy, you're right. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm sure he's like that.
I would when I used to hang out with him.
10 minutes later.
Yeah, he doesn't hang out with them anymore.
Yeah, when I used to hang out with him, I would
Sorry.
I would talk to him about stuff like this. I'd be like the Eugenia Cooney stuff. I'd always bring up whatever dumb shit I thought he was talking about, and he'd have his little like reason, and I'm like, well, in your fucking head, it makes sense. Whatever. Like I'm not gonna try and change you. I'm not invested in Onision to fix Onision. I was only hanging out with him.
Imagine, Billy, that's your job. You have to fix Onision.
I was only hanging out with him because he's fucking really good at making videos, and he's fun to fucking hang out with. And most of these girls had fun hanging out with Onision for a while too. And then shit didn't work out.
No, I didn't mean, Billy. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
It's okay.
I should have phrased that better. Was there ever a moment in time that he just broke down and said, "You're right. I'm fucking everything up"? I can imagine him being like that honest with you. Like,
there
you're
was
absolutely right. I fucked this up 6
There
ways
was
to Sunday.
times he talked about Sear.
Double down online later for the same thing he told you he fucked up with. I just could see him being that type.
I've seen him do stuff like that because it's like a cycle with him. He'll try and improve himself, and then he'll go back to his old ways, which is kind of like an addictive behavior. So like I don't know. When I look at Onision, I saw how he worked, and I'm like, he just seems like a really broken human being that has a lot of interesting talents and stuff. Like he was good at some things. He was really good at a lot of things. Some things. I don't want to say a lot. He's not good at being a friend, right? There's like 3 times he tried to break up being friends with me for like whatever reason. I'm like, okay, I'm a grown ass man. I don't need a friendship.
People that are mostly toxic can have redeemable traits.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
They can be talented.
Otherwise they would just be, strewn about, no talent, no friends, no nothing. Like,
if you read the Bible,
something about
you read the Bible, every major character in the Bible was like Onision. Noah, Jesus, all of them. They were flawed. They were flawed characters.
Like
Jesus,
when his daughters fucked him.
I don't think Jesus was flawed. I don't think Jesus is a flawed character.
Why does he hang out with all those whores?
I think he's literally perfect in the Bible.
Why is he making wine out of water? He's an alcoholic. He's sick.
That doesn't make him flawed. He was helping those people. He was completely sinless.
Okay, everybody but Jesus in the Bible
that was a horrible
like
example.
That was like the one person you could have picked out of the entire book that would be wrong about.
I don't know. I think if we sat down and looked at the parallels of Jesus and Onision, they have a whole lot more in common.
I think you're stretching to do this. I think you decided Jesus and Onision were the same thing,
Basically,
and now you're trying to bridge it
what
together.
I'm saying is Onision is the second coming of Christ, and you're all the fucking Romans and the Jews hanging them up on the fucking...
you're disgusting.
What do you call that thing? The cross? Crucifix. Yeah.
Hey, if they start nailing him to a 2x4, go on ahead and toss him in Roman armor. Give me the spear of destiny. I'll do it.
I remember when we were watching the old Bela Lugosi's Dracula movie, you just kept saying Bela Lugosi reminded you of Onision.
Yeah, Bela Lugosi as Dracula was super Onision-like. Super Onision-like.
Yeah.
I was like, Onision could play this part. No problem. Wouldn't have to act.
You know, if he was normal, I mean, he probably would be up there with Shane Dawson, like the YouTube royalty, had he not been crazy. I mean, he would have been up there with the rest of them. I don't think there was anything stopping Onision. I
think Shane Dawson has a little bit of crazy in him too, but he self-inflicts, and Onision outwardly inflicts his crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference between those two.
Yeah, probably.
Shane Dawson's got people trying to cancel him too, though.
Oh, yeah, because he made way too many videos about little kids. With little
I
kids.
can't name any normal entertainers or YouTube people. Like you say, normal, right?
I'm normal.
Yeah,
no, you're not. Look at all the arcades behind you. You clearly got issues.
What?
I like arcades.
I miss my childhood too. All right, but come on.
Arcades are normal.
All I have is the skeleton of the Elephant Man.
Scotty.
Yeah. I'm super normal, but I play a fucking crazy on the show.
I'm normal. I got a big old green screen back here and all that, but I'm normal. Don't worry. You come into my office, it's a huge green screen. Don't freak out.
I really think I'm normal. I really think I'm normal. I'm not even. I mean, I'll leave it open that I'm just so blinded that I can't see it and you guys get. But I think offline, I am a completely normal person. They're well adjusted. I don't get depressed.
I have seen you have total meltdowns though, like on your stream.
Yes, I had a meltdown yesterday. It is a part of my thing, and I've had most of them are controlled. Every so often they get out of control.
Yeah.
But no, I think that I think once I turn the computer off, I'm dead.
Now, see, a normal person would have said, "I'm normal. Go fuck yourself, dude."
Yeah, when you're a passionate speaker, sometimes those emotions are like right there for you to use. So let them flow.
There are people who think that me and Billy are like actually totally fucking angry and mad when we're just talking loudly at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people don't understand that you don't have a conversation on a live stream the way you'd have a normal conversation like sitting at home.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it would be, imagine like you come home, right? Your wife and kids are there, and then it just becomes a podcast discussion with the family after work. I'd want to neck myself.
Yeah,
like, hello, Father, did you hear the news? Yes, sweetie.
It's totally different than with my wife and kids. I would never hit Ben during a conversation.
Well, I don't know. Domestic abuse is a normal thing, too. So, being normal is kind of overrated, isn't it?
It's not domestic abuse. It's called Daddy Dom.
Okay.
Oh, man.
But I guess for the amount of meltdowns I have, I like the way Billy put it. Like you have emotions to select from.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I like when I'm doing a rant, I don't want to say I never fake anything.
Yeah.
But I definitely ratchet it up. So I like the word choice. I could choose this way to go about it. I could choose that way to go about it. And this, I think, would be the most entertaining. I think this would be the most effective.
Like you could choose to not let it go, right? You could choose to hold it in. People do that all the time.
Yeah, true. I'm like a NASCAR, fucking people show the crasses. I realize that, and I'm okay with it. But I mean, I'm rarely like even out of control in my own show.
Yeah.
It did happen 24 hours ago, but But here's the thing. I went on Augie's show and I was legitimately pissed off. Somebody claimed that I was having sexual relationships with my male, how dare they, I'm not gay.
Your mailman?
With my male like news team guys. He's
Don't they live in a totally different country?
Yes.
Which one
Yes,
was it? Because I need to know if it's worth fucking or not.
All of them.
Do these
All
people?
of them? Damn.
Do these people
Type
don't
of
understand how like distance works? Or I mean,
these people clearly don't understand how you get on a news team. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I got young guys and what have you, and it was more like I don't know why he hangs around all these children. Kind of what we were talking about before, where you have to hang out with children, and everybody's well over 18. And I lost it. I absolutely lost it. I completely lost control, and I called up Augie, and I'm ready to go, and I just couldn't find the words, couldn't think. There was no choices, Billy. There was nothing in my head.
Totally,
and it was like a terrible Tommy C rant. It was awful. All it was cursing and swearing and fuck you and die. I think I'm a little more creative than that. I think I'm more entertaining than that. I mean, people found it funny because it's the first time they saw me do it, like these people that hate this streamer that I'm talking about. But I really felt like it was a bad performance. I was actually mad. And when I was actually like mad, I couldn't do anything but curse. That's not entertaining. That's just cheap.
I remember maybe like 6 months ago, I saw a video you uploaded on Twitter, and you were apologizing for flipping out on someone.
That one I bought. That one I lost on. That one I completely. I don't
even remember what it was about.
It was about like somebody I thought was, we're just coming up on the lockdown, and somebody called me and they apologized, and they were very. I was questioning, like, we're going to lock people down. What are we going to do? What are these businesses going to do? What are people's livelihoods going to do? And this guy called up, and I thought he was very sort of dismissive of the damage that this would do economically to people and how it would change their lives and livelihood. And I think maybe I was nervous about it myself. And I took it out on this fucking kid. And that I had plenty to say. I really tore this kid a new asshole, and I actually started getting like hyperventilating. I was so mad, but that was I was hyperventilating because I couldn't believe how dismissive I was. But I always pride myself on not standing on soapboxes. So that was like one of the rare times where I got mad. I'm on a soapbox and I'm talking down to somebody. But yeah, he just hit me right place, right time, right before we all locked down over here. Didn't know what the future was looking right. And it's like, well, we'll shut down. What do you mean we'll shut down? You're going to shut down everything? You don't have the impact it's going to have on people's lives. Hey, look, I'm going to be fine. I'm a YouTuber. Your fucking family might be fucked, you little shit. That kind of
I had a similar moment with a friend. They're not my friend anymore. The lockdown happened. My business got shut down, and I went nuclear on him. And afterwards, like, shit, I'm sorry. And he ain't wrote me back. And he's totally right to be like, nah. But there's that point to where you're just fucking angry. And then you look back and it's like, man, I don't feel angry right now. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. And you just kind of put it to rest. That's a sign of being normal.
That's exactly what happened to me. And I talked to the kid, like, I would say 15 minutes after it happened or the show went off the air. And I said, look, I was out of line. The kid said, I was out of line too. Hey, listen, I hope you call in. But yeah, that's one of the real times I fucked up. But I would say like the more fantastic things, like the real like when I yelled at Keemstar, this is shot from the point, bitch. The more crazy it is, more outrageous. That's when I'm the most in control, because that's when I'm performing. Right? If I'm hyperventilating, I've lost control. If I can't even think of anything other than fuck you and die, I'm probably out of control. But if I'm really creative and over the top, and they like that guy's fucking crazy, then I'm right where I want to be.
So someone in the chat mentioned the Real Stream News rant.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I just lost him. Said yesterday.
That was yesterday. Oh man, I think it was like 2 years ago. Billy went off on Real Stream News, and I kind of think he kind of looks like High Pitch Eric from Howard Stern. We were calling him High Pitch when he was on here because he's got that kind of like look on his face. Yeah, what's going on with Real Stream now? What's his issue now?
I tell you something. I don't want to give him a bit more fucking attention.
Okay.
He's the guy that suggested that I was having inappropriate relationship with kids, and it's funny. Like on his rape story, I let it slide. I never really reported. I just want to stay away from him. The guy, I thought he looked like a white trash drug addict to me. I wanted nothing to fucking do with him.
Yeah.
I never called him out. Never did anything. Now he had a problem or an issue with me going to the cops on the Pescator thing, which by the way is his right. He's completely fine. I saw it on Twitter. He thought it was fucked up. He thought it was stupid. He said he thought I did the wrong thing. Entitled to his opinion. And then I saw the stream where he's like, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Tommy. He's, hanging around with all these like 15 and 14-year-old boys, which isn't true. And then he's like, yeah, I guess there's something going on there. 3, 4. And it was 4 o'clock in the morning over here, and it just wasn't the time for me to see it. I didn't usually if I plan to do a rant, I wake up at 7 every morning to all day to think about how that rant's going to go. This is one of the first times in my life where I just I'm going on stream now, and it's always the worst fucking thing to do, and but people liked it. People were entertained by it, but I think the only reason I wasn't that good. I think the only people were entertained by it is because no one ever talked to Real Stream News the way I did. I fucked your mother in the ass. I did this, that, the other thing. It was just a stream of profanity. And I think that's a lot of people just wanted to give that profanity to him. And I happened to be the guy to be there to do it. But it was garbage. It was a piss poor performance. What do you that guy in the chat that just said that I talk too much? Hey, fuck you, Black Pepe. The moment I stopped talking, we had dead air. So lick my balls.
I proved you wrong. Prove you wrong, Black Pepe. Black Pepe.
I save my voice for when it's most important because it's golden. Fuck,
I was gonna see if we were moving on from the talk, or if we wanted to go further about all this stuff.
I'm 50 cents a word, so don't rely on me for any of this.
Oh my God!
Quick break, fellas.
Got about $10 left.
50 cents a word.
Yeah.
Damn, we're broke now.
Well, luckily.
Man, I can't do freelance because of that. I just find folks that I like to work with. You know what I mean? Work with them. Don't do the whole hey, I'm for hire, 50 cents a word. Come on, no.
Is that really a price point for what you do? You really charge 50 cents a word?
No, my price point usually is I look into who I'm working for. I'm like, how much do I figure this guy makes a month? What, $2,000? Well, then I'm not going to charge $200 per video because then I'm I'm taking his groceries away for a week, right?
Make him starve.
So some people end up working $50 for 10 hours worth of work. Other people, it's $28 an hour if they can afford it for the production. Of course, if somebody's paying me $28 an hour, it's perfect. If somebody's, here's $5, I really got to like it to put in that extra effort.
I just didn't know if 50 cents a word was actually a price point. I didn't know how voice acting worked. I was if you charge by the word.
Okay, here's the deal. Don LaFontaine, right? The In a World, movie trailer guy. That guy makes $10,000 per minute or something like that.
Of course, yeah.
It's for some big boy who's I'm walking in the studio and you're charged right now. So, tell me what you want me to read and we'll get it done. But if it's just somebody like me or some other, person going, I do voice work. Come on, 50 cents a word. They're full of shit. They saw a documentary or something like that and you shouldn't. Well, I mean, I'm not going to tell you who you should and shouldn't pay, but I bet you could probably find a better deal elsewhere. Because anybody's charging by the word that, okay, I can write a script, right? And it's he went to the park or he traveled vigorously to the park.
Do people charge 50 cents a word is what I'm asking. Is that a thing or did you just make it up?
Well, no, some people try. I can't verify if they've gotten any work.
Okay.
But I've seen it, and I'm just no.
This is all I need to hear about the voice acting world right now. Because I thought 50 cents a word was a crazy thing to say. And I'm like, is that really a pricing point?
For 1 or 2 unicorns that have been around forever. If you heard somebody's voice forever, maybe. Because, the guy's probably got to go to a booth. There's a studio being rented out, and he doesn't want to be there more than an hour because he's got all those other gigs lined up. But, if you want to end up people complain about Steve Bloom. Oh, I hear Steve Bloom in everything. Well, he's probably really flexible and isn't I'm 50 cents a word. If you have 1 word extra and you're 50 cents short, you can't publish, bro. Come on.
Fixed Soul gave us some love. Got us to $466.66. Someone should drop 200 right now and go 66666. Do it, psychos. KX said, ooh, Tommy. Allegas says, tip train. JC, give the big choo-choo. Banana Grabber says, ask and ye shall receive, big boy.
Thank you.
Spirit Flame says, join in the tip train. Choo-choo. Lord of Nerd will give us the big love. PT Hammer give us the big love. Chris Xavier said, wow, WrestleMania 11 sucked. Actual Mania 11 was awesome. Props to Goldust and the Macho Man. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that is all of our delicious tippers.
So far, If you guys want us to do another bonus show next Saturday, all we need you to do is help us continue the streak that's been going on now for almost, 3 years?
Yeah.
3 years,
Ever
almost.
since I was a little baby.
I think that
Fun
might be
Independent Productions, man.
I think it's 2 years.
Good.
Yeah, it's 2. 2-year-long streak. If we complete September successfully. So we're still in August.
The champ is here. What's up, Kalo?
Kalo, our new Cringerweight champion.
Cringerweight Kalo.
You know what? I think because someone suggested that I do this, to avoid spoilers for those who can't watch live, I'm going to start privating the polls after they close, after the episode's over. That way people don't get spoiled.
Yeah, they don't need to stay up there documented in the stream.
Yeah.
So they really don't need to be up there. You could delete them. You could throw them away. You could.
I like to keep them for reference later, but I'll just make them private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And while you were gone, Tommy, everybody in the chat had apologized for saying you talk too much. Literally everybody. We made them bow.
Yes.
And they apologized. We appreciated you talking.
Joined the ARC server having a blast. Also, Billy, did you see that Jigglypuff video I sent you?
I don't think I was in an area where I could watch it. I don't remember. Wait, I might have. You know what? I'm gonna watch.
I'm gonna
right
promo
now.
the ARC server really quick while you do
that. While I watch this video.
So we have a private server for the game ARC. It's a dinosaur survival game. It's private only. Patrons of the show and subscribe stars, $5 and above, can join it. I posted the instructions for it. So if you want to join it, all you have to do, if you're a patron or you want to become one, there's a post that I just posted a couple days ago. Follow those instructions through Steam and join that way. And also, I guess the game's on sale right now. It's like crazy cheap. So if you're interested in playing, you can buy the game and join in and play. We've got a lot of people playing right now. It's pretty crazy.
What about your wildest caveman fantasies in ARC?
Yeah.
Survival Evolved.
I just watched the Jigglypuff clip, by the way.
How was it? I like the look on your face.
Good. It was good.
You know what? There's a video with Rev News, and the title of it is "Flare Up for Shani."
Is that like a herpes thing?
I don't know. You remember just a few videos ago, he was showing us the Vagisil and explaining what Shani uses
All
Vagisil
aboard the
for.
tip train.
Yes!
Coop.
Thank you for interrupting that, whoever.
Swoop, swoop. Campari team with the big money. Grazie. So, the Vagisil, is that for herpes or is...
I just think it's,
Vagisil's like cleaning, you know what I mean? Just like regular cleaning product. You should be using that all the time, Billy.
Should you? I don't use Vagisil.
No, I don't. I was just saying you should.
Vagisil maximum strength anti-itch.
She also had like a scented kind. It's so hilarious that he felt the need to explain it, like making a video explaining how her vagina didn't smell weird. You know?
I wonder what would happen if you just put like a streak of Vagisil down your hot dog instead of ketchup.
Let's see what he's talking about.
Clean out your guts.
Howdy, folks. Bingo wings. Carrots that are babies. Right here, talking to you. And I have to say that for the past about 2.5 to 3 days, I've been very not feeling good because my girl doesn't feel good. She's been having a flare-up pretty much ever since the last time we were on with you, and that's why she hasn't been on. Like when you have one of these flare-ups, I've seen
there was a video where she Tommy, I'm guessing you're not familiar at all with these people.
No.
Okay.
Why would you assume that?
I can smell this video.
Because
they
are kind of lol cows, and they've been around. Like I don't know if you've ever, I don't know, but
they've made their rounds around the internet.
Yes. And and she is. He hasn't seen her, so it's hard to explain Shani. I don't want to be too crass.
Imagine me with like if someone threw a handful of raisin pudding in my face.
Yeah, kind of. And there was one video where she threw her bra on his head, and he was like, "That smells like cat pee," and she's like, "What?" she's like all mad. And
he had to write a retraction
yeah,
video.
he made a retraction video. It's like not cat pee.
I've seen like more sincere like videos made by people held at knife point in a fucking Al Qaeda green screen.
It smells musky. Oh yes, and they had an OnlyFans. We had an episode where I played their OnlyFans videos for Billy, and Billy had to draw them.
Seen her in it a few times.
Pretty bad.
Hey Daryl, it's horrible.
Hey Daryl,
and I love her so much, and I wish the healing power would.
He has
come
to make
through,
sure he hears him say she hears him say he loves her so much. Yeah, I think he might be under what's it called? Stockholm syndrome.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there on the lazy boy with the shotgun pointed at him. Do the video.
How did you get her voice so right?
I've never heard her before in my life.
We love you. Jesus is good all the time. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and tell you what's been going on.
Why?
Yeah, Shanny's in pain.
So was Jesus good to you?
So what does he mean by flare up? Does he mean
flare up? I guess it could be like a yeast flare up, but that shouldn't be happening all the time. But yeah, it sounds more likely to be herpes or maybe genital warts.
Why make a video about that?
The thing is, I don't think Vagisil is for that. I'm pretty sure there's topical ointments for that, not like a cure-all, cleanse it out, and also get rid of the flare-up. So I hope he's talking about a yeast infection. Otherwise, it's about as effective as pouring vinegar on your herpes sores, probably. At least from what I've been told.
Flare-up can either describe it's a sudden outburst of something, especially violence, or a medical condition.
Yeah, okay. Medical condition.
Either there's a herpes flare-up in her vagina, or there is a rebellion and some people are trying to fight their way out of that thing. Maybe Boba Fett.
Pillsbury Doughboy
maybe
guys.
Boba Fett is crawling its way out of her Sarlacc pit.
There are so many leaked police body cam videos of these two also. It's just craziness. It's craziness. Because she got arrested for beating him up.
I want to pay to watch that. Is there a video of him getting beat up by his old lady?
Love that.
Do we even have access to that?
Yeah, it's still out there. It's still out there.
I'm gonna go watch that if you don't have it.
I can grab it.
Domestic violence is a serious issue, but it's never not funny.
Well, some people deserve a red ass beat down, so
you should never lay hands on your significant other unless she's into that sort of thing.
Yeah. No, I don't think you should do that, but it's funny to watch when it happens, especially when women beat up men. It's great.
Well,
I want to see this guy in particular get the smackdown laid on him.
All that happens in the police footage is, he's trying to defend her, but they're like, nope, we think she beat the shit out of you, and then she gets handcuffed and taken to the car.
That's still pretty funny, but I understand if you want to skip.
I'm downloading it. It'll be done in a moment here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cop videos. I love them.
Cop videos. I'm not defending domestic violence.
You did defend it when Teddy choked out Maria, though.
Well, I just said that we can't rule out that they're not into that sort of thing.
Hey, maybe she likes getting punched, Hey, might a judge.
Teddy choked out Maria and called her friend for help, and he came over with a gun and chased Teddy away.
She was just playing hard to get. She's just playing hard to hit.
My lady's kind of rough. That's why I drop kicked her off the roof. She's just into that, rough stuff.
She called some guy, and then she immediately regretted it. She was trying to power move on him. No, who knows how toxic that relationship is? All I'm saying is I told you that they weren't going to stay broken up. And then I told you that he wouldn't go to jail. And what happened? They got back together and he didn't go to jail. That's just how this type of shit works.
All right.
Low Energy Video says, no, Billy, you totally tried to underhandedly wave it away. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm going to marry you and beat you up.
Yeah, here she is getting arrested.
Whoa. Oh. Get the big handcuffs out.
They use 2 of them.
Oh yeah, I've been double cuffed before.
We got these. These are meant for bears, but you know, hey, any port in a storm.
I don't know why there's no audio.
I know why.
Doesn't need it.
The cops wanted to spare our
Hey,
agent.
their arms look like twisted sausages.
Oh, there's Mr. Whiskers the hamster.
That's not a
the
hamster. That's my lobster cage. We got fur lobsters.
Man, what? Michelin
is
Man's
like-
gone so far downhill.
Oh God.
Do you
I
think?
respect him.
Do you think Salacious Crumb is in that cage?
They had to use 2 sets of handcuffs.
Yeah.
2 Return of the Jedi references.
Look, I'll give you a good deal on tires. Just let me go.
Dead. This feels like the episode of Monday Night Raw where Stone Cold Steve Austin got arrested.
Shit.
He turned on his audio. He's like, oh, you got to hear this.
Yeah, there is audio later on.
Yeah, no, he just turned on the camera audio. I got one of those things. No, I don't know what he's doing.
It does get turned on
Oh,
later because I remember.
You know what else gets turned on later? The baby carrot.
The baby carrot.
Yeah, I get it, Shan. The internet says
Well,
my dick
now,
looks like a baby carrot, Shan.
I didn't hit my husband now. You grab my snatch all you want, but I got a flare up now. You want to put on some gloves.
Look, I support the boys in blue. You don't want to touch me down there. I'm having a flare up. Ew.
That stairs was punishment enough.
Dude, I wish I did stupid shit like this because I'd love to see me on a body cam. I stopped doing stupid shit like this before cops had to wear these things.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just waiting out there.
Look at Joe Cool Cop over there. He's like striking a pose.
He's like, well,
So you got arrested, huh?
Well, to each their own. I don't know if I could fuck it. Shout out to the baby carrot for putting
Oh,
good
here it
work
is.
in.
You know, our hands are kind of tied, even if you didn't want to press charges.
Is he covered in blood?
Okay.
Can we like do something about this?
No, come on. The goat sniper.
Well, you can stop hitting your husband.
Right.
Can we make this all go away? Can we make this all go away like an entire banana cream pie?
Help me then.
Now this is.
He's like, how can I help you?
This is sad.
This is great.
But damn it, it's funny.
I don't know. Just taking a look, and maybe I'm bigoted, but I think she might just have it coming.
Bye, Jason. This is called MK Ultra, by the way.
Oh God, no!
Dude, hell yeah, microdoser.
MK Ultra.
Great.
She said she.
But I don't think it's gonna be macrodose. You're gonna have to get.
She
a dump
said her
truck full
getting
of that shit.
arrested for slapping him around as MK Ultra.
I guess, or maybe Rev was going through MK Ultra and he called the police under a great mental duress because he'd been dosed.
Time for reprogram.
It wasn't me. It was the acid that made me break the squirrely little fucker's nose.
It's just so strange to see a woman get taken away for domestic violence.
She's bigger than him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's just new grounds to me.
The only thing,
I defend myself.
the only thing funnier in domestic violence is mental illness. This is great.
You know, I also like to make fun of little kids, but it's like the trifecta of hilarity.
Disabled children. That could be funny too.
It makes
God
me feel
forbid-
better about my life.
God forbid you show me a video of a father kicking the shit out of his son in a wheelchair. I'm gonna lose my
I got
shit.
videos of sick kids being denied by the Make-A-Wish Foundation. You want to see that?
Hey Johnny, sorry about John Cena, but we got Greg the Hammer Valentine right here for you.
Oh man, oh man, poor little kid.
And what's more to the story?
Came in with his C Nation shirt on.
I defend myself.
Got stuck with Greg the Hammer Valentine.
I deserve to do that.
I'd be like, hey, I know I'm dying, but just kill me now.
You see, officers, we was both doing acid, and he said, I dare you to hit me. So I hit him.
You know,
I'm innocent.
I'm gonna be up all night, and be stuck in a room full of fucking weird chicks. And I don't want to be full of weird chicks.
Weird.
A room full of weird chicks? Is that what she's saying?
Yeah. Are they gonna put her in solitary then?
Maybe he did have it going.
Yeah, maybe did he have like a group of babes in there? He's like, honey, please, it's time for me to get some of mine.
I'm surprised how far they're walking her too. Like they couldn't park closer to the front.
I guess not.
Damn.
Maybe the parking lot's full.
They gotta tire her out before they get her into the car.
I'd be like,
you know?
look, officers, there's no way I'm walking to the fucking parking lot. In my fat days, I made cops bring shit upstairs to me when they try to take me out of the fucking place.
You know what they could have done? They could have capitalized off of this with their OnlyFans. It could have been like, Shanny for Christ, caged heat. Yeah.
Rev could have a fucking G-Man come in a police uniform.
Yeah.
And lay the fucking pipe down.
You gotta put her in a veal cage.
Yeah,
and
there
do
was
that.
there was like a weird love triangle going on that is even weird. It's very weird to explain if you don't know all the people involved, but it was insane. It was amazing.
This is why I play Pokemon Go. It's so much easier to catch a Snorlax that way.
Now she has fibromyalgia. It's probably from MK Ultra.
Wait with her right here.
Her MK Ultra fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna fall, dude. This is so sad.
Fibromyalgia.
Nah, Officer Cool's on the case, man. He'll catch her with his
I'm
rippling
always shocked.
biceps.
Whenever I got picked up, I never talked to the cops. I'm always shocked how many people like talk about their story or they complain to the cops or they, I'm having a really rough day. Like the cops don't give a shit. I never spoke to them.
I always
ever seen somebody let go for telling their story to the police.
No.
It's never been like,
Yeah,
well, now that you put it that way, let me take these cuffs off you. It's like, fuck, dude,
I
you're
always
cuffed. That's
talk
it.
to the
You're done.
cops.
I am aware of one time where it happened. And if you go to that, YouTube channel, it's called was it JCS? Jim Can't Swim, and there was this guy that he was on probation, and if he got caught with any kind of drugs, he was looking to finish. Like he was sentenced to 20 years, and he got probation after like 5 or 7 years. If he went back, he was doing the full 20 if he got caught. And all of a sudden, the cops pull in a restaurant. We understand you're in possession of cocaine, and they go out to his car with his wife, and they find cocaine in his pack of Marlboro cigarettes, and he swears up and down that he didn't know how it got there, and the cops turned out to be right, and the cops thought, I mean, it sounds like the cops thought that it was such a weird place to put like a small bag of cocaine that they actually were suspicious that his wife put it there and called the police. So they just decided to let it slide. And he said, like, I don't know how this got here. I haven't done anything. I've been clean. And they did let him go. As it turns out, if you watch the same video, this woman would attempt a murder for hire situation against the same guy. And she did plant the cocaine on him. The cops' actually instinct was correct.
Wow.
And she told it all to an undercover cop. And it's a really great story on Jim Can't Swim. So that's the only time in history I have ever heard anybody tell their story and not get arrested.
Well, you see, officer, someone planted their fist into my hubby's face and blamed it on me with MK Ultra.
Everybody says that shit. Everybody says they got planted on. The cops never give a fuck. They always take you in. But this is the one time in history that I heard it happening, and the cops had the right instinct. It was planted. This girl is pretty much doing the next 20 years in prison for murder for hire charge.
I always talk to the cops.
I don't know what to say about that. That's a crazy story, man.
I always talk to the cops, but I never give them pertinent information. I always just try and make them laugh whenever I'm getting fucked with.
Dalia DePolito, and I think you guys are the fans in the chat. So yeah, thanks for backing me up.
Dalia DePolito, yeah.
Dalia DePolito, yeah. Yeah, cops.
Well, miracles can happen, but damn, man, that's lucky.
Yeah, that's real lucky.
Isn't that just justice, right? Like it's justice at its finest. It's the system actually worked.
Yeah, but why? would
the system worked. The cops trust the civilians, and the bad guy gets it in the end.
Yeah,
kind of what you'd hope for,
but it never happens. Ever,
except for that one guy, the luckiest man on the fucking planet, huh?
No.
I planted cocaine on somebody once, but it was rectally. So they never got caught?
That's funny. Oh, Jesus.
Did it wrong.
What do you? I always wonder, Billy. What YouTube channels do you watch? Because I don't always watch drama channels. I actually have my own. So what do you watch?
So
for enjoyment.
That's hard to say. I don't know.
Are they like big channels or are they like smaller channels? I find that I like smaller channels more these days.
Usually on YouTube, I end up watching like pro wrestling or something, or stuff that's just like related to
like Cornette. I listen to a lot of Cornette.
Yeah, Ben loves that. Ben like listens every day to all the podcasts. I usually go to like the old compilation videos people make about old shit, or like telling stories of how like things that went down back in the day. Like there's this really good video done talking about the big wrestling pay-per-view that happened in North Korea.
North Korea?
Yeah, it's really well done. They sent Ric Flair and Muhammad Ali to North Korea. WCW, the biggest wrestling event in the world ever, was in North Korea. And it's just like the story that's told in this video is great.
That's a lot more interesting than what YouTube pushes my way. I mean, North Korean wrestling, hell yeah, sign me up. Otherwise, I just see like, did you know that a game's coming out and it's going to cost this much? And this is what I think after playing 30 minutes. Oh boy, can't wait.
But yeah, I don't
North
really
Korean
watch a lot of
wrestling,
YouTube. I'll watch like live streamers quite a bit, but I'll check in and like I'll watch for maybe, if it's good, I'll watch for like 20 minutes, half an hour. If it's bad, I'll just flip through and be like, I'm gonna go play fucking Nintendo or something.
Yeah.
I don't consume enough media these days.
Neither do I. Yours was movies for the longest time, but you like the in-theater experience.
I like to go into the theater and get away from everything and like be stuck in a seat where I can't like go snack or something.
Yeah, but you were snacking at the theater. You would go to the dine-in theater and stuff, right?
Yeah, that was good though, because like I get a nice meal sent to my table, have dinner there. But I don't know. I like that. I wouldn't go do the popcorn concession candy shit. It was part of my diet whenever I wanted to.
Because they had better food. And yeah, there was like keto choices.
But there was other theaters that you could just go like sit at and stuff. I would go there and just spend a couple hours not wanting to go eat food type thing when I was really addicted to food. I went and saw a movie during my like 2-day fast and like my stomach was completely empty, and that was one of the ways I got through not eating was going to the movies. It was just like it was a coping mechanism because I'm a fucking addict, dude.
You need places like that. I remember when I was, about 21, I had a bad alcohol problem. Got over it partially just by going to malls and just hanging out for like a couple hours in the air conditioning. Saved a little bit of money on my electricity bill. Go walk around, say hi to the folks, get something at the food court, bump out. At least it's something to do. When you're at home and you can put everything on pause, then your mind can wander to where if you go and pay for a movie, well, you're just going to sit there and watch the movie. You're not going to go wander off. You're kind of in it. And I appreciate that. Even though I don't like the theaters, I get where you're coming from.
I almost watched the new Bill and Ted today, but I'm like, do I really want to pay $20 for this? I was just looking at it like
I wanted to. I was on the.
It's out already?
It's out.
Yeah, you can get on YouTube right now or just about anywhere.
Or
Digital
Amazon
release,
Prime
baby.
or whatever. You just it's like $20 to rent it.
Oh,
It's
wow,
like
so
20.
you
It's
think-
like $20 to rent it, then $25 for a 4K digital video that you get to own until they decide
Forever.
the license is expired or whatever.
On Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, they'll let you do like Prime watch parties, like where you can play something from Prime on Twitch, and other people with Prime can watch it with you.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's a way to like do it with like the Bill and Ted's videos. People can chuck in and pay like $5.
I don't think so.
It's too monetized. They'll eat your ass alive for that one, man.
Yeah.
I want it.
That'd
I want to
be
do
cool, though.
it.
That'd be nice promotion.
Yeah, but I will say that a lot of these instant release to home streaming movies, I think, kind of signals the end for cinema. I mean, not forever, but I think we'll see less cinemas if this becomes the norm.
Absolutely.
At least for smaller movies, like the big blockbuster ones like the Avengers, surely not, right? Because they make a lot of money by holding you out for a year for the Blu-ray. But if it's a smaller film like those A24 films, like the Ari Aster stuff, Midsommar or something like that, like a horror title. Like rated R movies and horror don't do good in the theater usually. Very rarely does a rated R movie do good. Last one was like The Joker, right?
Horror has
they
a good
would have
return,
put that
though.
one straight to digital if they didn't know it was going to be so successful.
Horror does have good returns on investment though, because they don't take as much to make. So
horror has good returns, but they don't make like serious money. Once you get that rated R thing, you're going not make as much money unless you're like Deadpool made a ton of money and Joker made a ton of money. So you could pull, if you're a comic book, you can pull it off, but that's about it.
A lot of people don't know this, but the last Disney movie was rated R onward. That's why it didn't do so well. I'm lying. It didn't do so well because of COVID.
On purpose. Like PG-13 was basically invented for Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom because Spielberg was like, hey, it's not that bad. Can I not get an R rating for melting the Nazis and having a couple of gunfights? And they kind of wedged it in. Otherwise, it was just you got your general.
He got his heart pulled out.
Yeah, the heart pulled out. That said,
yeah, Karima.
That's right at the beginning of the movie too.
Yeah, very pulpy. But they had to like pull a special exception, so that's why you got PG-13 in the middle ground ratings, and PG-13's like the sweet spot now because if a kid's 14, they can watch it by themselves. Parents can drop them off, no problem.
Anytime someone says Temple of Doom, I think of Mundane Matt. And
they're running away from the boulder. Now you should be putting
but that's pretty funny too.
He said on the 24-hour show that we did way back
years ago,
2017. He said. Yeah, my favorite movie is Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Last Crusade, or whatever. But my favorite Indiana Jones movie is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. And you're like,
I think you said the Last Crusade,
whatever it was. Yeah, I don't.
You combine two of them.
I don't know the fucking Indiana Jones movies. I was too busy not having cable or not having access to anything unless my dad watched it. Like I remember watching what's that one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and he's on Mars? And they have to pull the little thing out of his
Recall.
Yeah, Total Recall. I remember watching that as a kid.
Sure.
My dad didn't want to watch Indiana Jones.
But yeah, the point of the whole story was Mundane Matt, like, he said one Indiana Jones movie was his favorite movie. But then his favorite Indiana Jones movie was a different Indiana Jones movie. Like, no.
Don't try that shit, dude. You pretentious fucking cocksucker. Don't try that shit.
He's just telling you what he thought would sound good instead of what he really thinks.
If your favorite Indiana Jones movie is also your favorite movie, it's also your favorite Indiana Jones movie. Like, what?
I can see what he was going for, but I'm like, no, I'm calling you out. Stop.
Did you argue with him over this? Was this
I ripped into his ass.
You know what? Every time Billy's around Mundane Matt in person, he's always like lightly ripping on him the whole time.
A little bit.
It's light. It's not like
I like Matt. I like Matt a lot.
I like Matt too, but I'm sure you're not the only one that does that.
But like, the first time I hung out with him at VidCon, I swore he just kept showing up behind me everywhere I was. Like, it'd just be like me alone in the room, and I look back, and he'll be standing there, like, how the fuck did you get?
Hi, Billy.
Where did you come from?
Hey there.
He's like, hey.
Taking a piss, Billy? I love the bathroom, man. So my favorite Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah. Nah, but I take the piss out of pretty much everybody when I'm hanging out with them. It's just jokes.
It's character, you know what I mean? It's a guy thing, I think, more than anything else. You rip on your friend passes out in lawn furniture and it starts raining. It's like, let him soak for a few minutes, then get him up.
Yeah, if I don't talk about you and we're hanging out, it means I probably don't like you.
Right. I give people shit. I give shit to the people I like the most.
Yeah.
That's just how I was brought up. Like, my family is constantly trash talking each other to their faces. That's how it was growing up. I don't know.
I had friends that would
like
come
your
over.
flaws are part of your personality, and like noticing somebody's personality, like bad and good, and accepting it all is part of being a friend, right? So when you can bash somebody a little bit, not like hatefully, but just, say, hey, look, your flaw sucks. Maybe a little bit more verbose than that, but it shows that you understand them, that there's a camaraderie. If you fall apart with somebody because you say, hey, your breath fucking stinks, and they never call you again. That's like, wow, that was it. That's all it took. Well, this person wasn't worth knowing in incapacity. They'll crumple like aluminum foil. You don't want that. You want somebody you can pop with.
If you tell me my breath stinks, someone would be like, really? And if you're like, yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't be mad at you. I'd be like, oh, I better take care of that.
Yeah, if someone tells me that my
Yeah.
breast stinks, I'm just like, well, then your dick's about to stink.
There you go. And they're offended by that, fuck them.
They're like, wait, what does that even mean? I'm like, you know what it means.
You're assaulting me, Billy the Fridge. You made a reference to your mouth on my Johnson.
Whoa, I didn't directly say that. It was alluded.
I'll see you in court.
Take me, dude. Last time I went to court, I won.
Hell yeah.
He's talking about contesting a jaywalking ticket.
Yup.
He's trying to make it sound like something way bigger than what
Yup.
it actually is.
I represented myself. They tried to get me for playing Pokemon Go. They tried to get me for playing Pokemon Go. I went in by myself and I won. They did not like
He
it.
got a jaywalking ticket because he was chasing a Pokemon.
Yep.
Oh man, dude, you're a bad dude. I don't want to mess with you, man.
And I
I've never known
won.
anybody to take
And they were
Pokemon Go
not.
charges
They
to
were
court
not
like that.
happy. They said, "Don't do it again." I was like, "Why not?"
That was
I was within the law, or else you would have given me a
No,
ticket.
that's not true. No, that's not necessarily true. They could have excused it. Did they? I mean, they said don't do it again, meaning you still can't do it. I think they
were
took
suggesting.
it easy. They took it easy on you.
No, because I literally had them dead to rights based on the law. They're like, "Why do you think that you could do this here?" And I was like, "Well, according to da 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 da, I have to be within this
Okay,
amount
Perry
for it to be
Mason.
jail." And they were like, "Fuck, he's right." And they wanted to get me so bad because I was fatting around. I was terribly like obnoxious. I think I came in wearing a fucking American flag over my dick. I can't remember what it was. Some weird shit that I always wear.
So I'd be more concerned about people just blindly following the Pokemon Go radar out. But hey, you beat the system, man.
Hell yeah. I fought the law and I won. And it wasn't even a good Pokemon either. It was like a, I don't know, that flying steel bird. No, it was Aerodactyl. Fucking Aerodactyl. I just didn't have it in my Pokedex yet. So
What street was it on?
Oh, literally the one in front of Mod Pizza, like
In Bellevue?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that is a busy street. I mean, did cars get impacted by you doing it or
not
anything?
at all.
Oh, well, whatever.
The cop was like
I've
up the
jaywalked
road.
across
Yeah,
that
the cop
street.
was up the road and like did a U-turn far up the road to come get me.
Bored ass Bellevue cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll get you every time. Board cop, traffic violation. It's like, I got nothing else to do. What's it? Oh, hey, look, that's probably illegal. Come and get you. Did they have to use like 5 pairs of handcuffs for you?
He probably didn't get arrested. He probably just got a ticket, right?
Yeah, they sat me on the side of the road and were like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "I'm catching Pokemon." And they're like, "Well, you can't do that." I was like, "There's 40 other people walked across the street. Why'd you single me out?" "I know why, because I'm a gigantic fucking Snorlax looking dude." And they were like, "It doesn't matter if anybody else did it." And I was like, "Okay, fuck you. I'm fighting this ticket." And then I did, and I won.
Well, that sounds justified.
I'm Perry Ass
Unlike
Mason
the
over
person
here, man.
complaining about being MK Ultra.
I'm Perry Ass Mason. I'm like goddamn Matlock.
Matlock.
The
I'm like a thick
crossing the
dick
street.
Matlock. Yeah. How you holding up, Tommy?
I'm doing good, but I think I'm coming to an end real soon.
I know it's like the time over there is what? You're 5 a.m., 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's 4:17.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting you're over the pond. I'm like, early night, huh? But no, yeah.
That's why it was crazy that he was the one that reported everything to the cops and stuff when he's, overseas. It's like, yeah.
Well, I just sent an email, and I'll call the detectives and say, hey, look, if this is something you want to do, if you think there's something to it, I'm gonna leave it up to them.
What jurisdiction do you report it to?
Well, I don't want to say that because I don't want to
Yeah.
dox him. I'll leave it between him and the cop.
All right.
But I think in a situation like that where it is ambiguous to what was said, it's better safe than sorry, right?
Let the cops decide. I'm not a police officer. If they think it's a serious threat, they're probably better judge than me.
Yeah.
So, but my conscience is clear, and I just think it went beyond. It was like I said, if somebody's just want to kick my ass, or I've been, I must get it like some kind of threat like that once a week. I know Billy probably does too.
Everybody wants to murder him.
It was so detailed, and it was so this, and I started thinking about this guy might be at the end of the rope. He doesn't like his interaction with me is not unique. said it's happening to everybody else. So who the hell knows? I don't think he's a very stable together man. And then I found out he's got a serious drug problem and he did some time. I mean,
I've never had a problem with him. I've had nothing but positive interactions with him, but I have not been around him to the extent that you have.
On one hand, I hate the way that he treated everybody and was acting. On the other hand, he's a fucking psycho rich person, so I feel like he should be my friend. I have a whole bunch of friends that meet that description.
Yeah,
it's worked out for you.
But Tommy, I just want to personally thank you for being on tonight's show.
No, I thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. I love the Drunken Peasants, and next month's my birthday, so maybe Ben, you have me on in October.
All right.
After that, I would appreciate it. But no, I love coming on here. I like being a part of the history. This podcast is just it's the legendary stuff. So I'm honored to be on, and I like seeing everybody in there. And I guess I wish I made you a little more money.
It's doing great.
But yeah, we're doing very well. Like, here's the secret: in about 20 minutes, somebody's gonna give us $500 and then also give me a blowjob.
Yeah,
I'm calling it now.
But I'm the only person here with you.
Yeah, I felt instant relief when you said with you, so I'm like, oh, okay, good, thank God.
All right, everybody, thank you so much, and
good talking with you, Tommy.
Yeah, good talking, Hellbent. Maybe you should follow me back on Twitter. I was really insulted when you.
Oh shit, Hellbent! How could you do that?
Okay, how could I do that? Because I don't respect Twitter; it gives me brain damage. But yeah, hold on.
Oh, wait till you see my wait till you see my feed.
Hey, you ain't following me, some bitch.
Ah, damn! I clicked it before fucking you saw it. Damn it!
He tried to fucking shit on me. Your time's over, Tommy. I got your Twitter handle. My fans are coming for you.
Careful
All
there,
my fans are
Pescatore.
psychotic billionaires, and they're gonna get you.
One of his fans is Christine Weston Chandler.
Yeah, I'm gonna team up with Chris Chan, and we're gonna fuck your life up.
Yep.
I promise.
Stop it.
Sounds like
we need peace. We need peace.
Take care, everybody.
Later.
All right, take care, man.
Have a good night. Morning.
Whatever it is over there.
Yeah. It's 4:20 a.m. now for Tommy.
I'm going to smoke one in honor of that.
Yeah. It's 4:20 somewhere.
Yeah, it is. I guess even that Jimmy Buffett song is true for the green refreshments.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to keep going because we got to meet our goal. We always go. I don't even think we're long at this point. Yeah. We're like an hour and 40.
Is Willie Nelson still making music?
Yeah, I think so.
He should do It's 4:20 somewhere.
Ha! He's one of the more successful songwriters in country music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not just his music, but the stuff he's written for other
I can imagine
people.
though. He's fucking been in the game for so long.
Yeah. I've tried his weed. I wasn't impressed. I don't even know if they still make it. It was called Willie's Reserve. It was like whatever. The branding, I guess they were on with the branding, and that was about it, because everyone probably tried it at least once to be like, yeah, it's Willie Nelson weed.
I do Willie Nelson weed.
I don't know if I had to guess. Willie probably has some really mellow stuff, though, like, not like brain melting shit, just something to kind of help with arthritis.
He's like, look,
From
man.
playing guitar all the time.
Look, man, I've been smoking weed all my life. You think I'm dumb enough to give the people my good shit?
Perfect. That'd be a good commercial, even. Just build up some mystique. I've been going to the CBD stores locally, and they got all this CBD marked as like pineapple haze and all this other stuff. I'm like, come on, man, it's hemp. This isn't gonna.
Mine's golden pineapple. Golden pineapple.
Oh, you got the good shit. I got. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's nice though. I like it in Texas. It's better than nothing. It used to be like cigarettes and liquor.
It's probably
coffee.
It's probably making its way there from Colorado or something.
Yeah, actually, I looked at a lot of the stuff and it's like, yeah, from Colorado.
Man, those people are risking a lot bringing that into Texas. Seriously, the people that bring it in.
It's just out of you just go to the fucking strip mall and it's right there next to the sandwich shop. You walk in and it's like you see in TV shows, I guess. Well, what we used to see in TV shows. They got all the jars stacked up. They got all the little products out there. You spend money, they don't even check your ID for the most part.
What is it? Is it like a med shop or what?
Yeah, it's just like it just says CBD and it's got a big old pot leaf and it's right next to the Sammy shop.
And they
go there, get you the Sammy.
And they sell weed?
Well, no, they sell the hemp stuff. They did have Delta 8 THC carts, though.
I see.
Delta 8 worked pretty good. But then a week ago, the DEA came out and said, no, you can't manufacture that federally. So that's across the entire country. So it wasn't just Texas getting the Delta 8 THC carts. It was probably stores all over the country getting them. So for a little bit of there, for just a short period, about like 3 or 4 months, technically weed was legal everywhere. It was just in the form of these little Delta 8 carts that basically they take like a bale of hemp and just squish all the THC they can out of it and put it in a little
insane.
cart.
A bale of hemp, you squeeze a little bit of THC out of it. Yeah, there's like trace amounts in hemp fiber.
Right, yeah, and that's literally what they did. So they put a stop to that. I'm sure that has to do with the fact they probably are growing way more hemp than they could possibly use in Texas and all these other states that aren't like Colorado, right?
That's insane that they're doing that.
Yeah, the bottling plants like Budweiser, they're ready to go to make THC beers and all that other stuff for the entire country. The factories are sitting there, they're growing the plants. So they're just waiting when they can. So I'm sure they have plenty of it just crunch into a machine.
We have THC soda and like apple ciders and that kind of stuff. No beer, though.
I wonder who's more likely to legalize weed, Trump or Biden?
I think it's equal because I think there's a lot of interest in both of their best interest to not let it be legal. So everyone who's watching right now, please like the stream. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We've got some more stuff to go over. I did want to talk. You know what? Let me play the intro for it. I didn't have it queued up. Here it is.
Where is it?
He called me, sir. It got me so human angry.
Dumbass!
People are discriminating against wolves. Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
DP Action News.
I love how Jimmy Dore was sharing with his fans that he was so fascinated about the butt stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
It's COVID, man. He's looking for new ways.
Yeah, he
tantalize his tuchus.
I love that.
Well, any port in a storm, right?
Right. Exactly. So I saw this today.
Elon Musk is one step closer to connecting a computer to your brain. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Elon Musk. But fuck you, Bill Gates. Fuck you, Bill Gates. Want to put a chip in our brain?
Right. Good point.
Neuralink has demonstrated a prototype of its brain-machine interface that currently works in pigs. What the fuck are pigs asking for?
Well, I'm wondering
more slop?
What is this? Like, what does it do?
So
I've seen some examples of them saying they can like connect bridges that you might not have in your brain. Let's say you're born blind, right? And it's because of a nerve issue in your brain. They can like bridge the gap a little bit. Then maybe in some cases you could see, and that makes some sense. But using it to like play MP3s in your head, if anybody's thinking that, oh, they're dumb.
What I was thinking,
they need a chip.
Well, I didn't think that this could do that, but I was thinking like, man, if we can connect computers to brains, eventually could we download like a person, like a consciousness?
The singularity, Ben?
Maybe not the singularity, but put it. If we could download it, maybe we could upload it, and then there's just immortality.
If we can download, we can upload, Ben.
Could just have yourself
probably
cloned.
Need another brain is the issue. So, like, let's say you strip the data out with a
Clone
chip,
yourself.
Right?
If we run out of
that's your memory, but the brain's a processor, so we got to pop open somebody's skull and slurp a brain out.
This is so
then put the
simple
chip
to
on
me.
it.
If we run out of space on Earth, we could all live together on the World Wide Web.
The World Wide Web.
The cloud.
The information superhighway.
So let's put it this way: they have this thing in your head, and then they have an app on your phone, and you could pay like $2.99 to send your friend a boner,
or a seizure, depending.
Boner?
Yeah, you spend $2.99. Your friend's open sourced on your friend list. They're all for it, and you spend $2.99, and boom, you just ship your friend a boner, and your friend's like gets this little, and then and you're like, gotcha, dude, sent you a boner.
But Billy,
yeah,
boners have been free for all time. Now you're gonna,
but not under control of a friend.
About monetized boners.
Yeah, that's like the new whoopee cushion. You try and trick a friend.
That would be a microtransaction for some people, Billy.
Yeah, or it could be
it's part of the DLC,
or it could be a big rise in my stock. So at Friday event, Elon Musk revealed more details about his mysterious neuroscience company, Neuralink, and its plans to connect computers to human brains. While the development of this futuristic sounding tech is still in its early stages, the presentation was expected to demonstrate the second version of a small robotic device that inserts tiny electrode threads through the skull and into the brain. Musk said ahead of the event he would show neurons firing in real time. The Matrix. In the Matrix.
Okay,
that's interesting.
I want to know what Alex Jones has to say about this.
Well,
what do you think?
I gotta put the chip in my goddamn bone broth. And he did just that at the event. Musk showed off several pigs that had prototypes of the Neuralinks implanted in their head and machinery that was tracking those pigs' brain activity in real time. The billionaire also announced the Food and Drug Administration had awarded the company a breakthrough device authorization, which can help expedite research on a medical device. What if this Neuralink is in your head, okay? And you're a police officer, and the Neuralink is directly connected to your gun, and the only way your gun will fire is if your mind actually believes it's in danger.
That's insane, but I would be afraid that someone could take advantage of that somehow. Like, there always has to be someone that has, like, the admin account.
There's
right?
like one psycho cop that's got a fucking cyanide tablet in his mouth, and he chews it really quick so he can shoot his gun, then spits it out.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, there's some MK Ultra stuff for you, right? Give
The
the chip that
builder
makes it
pigs.
to where they can only defend themselves when they're angry. Then give them a microdose while they're at work. And they go, oh, wow. Turns out he was super scared that day. He fired all 500 rounds that he had on him.
Lie detector isn't viable, but this wouldn't be a lie detector. This would be the part of your brain that like signals fear would have to be triggered to like a certain level. Like you could be in fear, but not life-threatening fear.
What if people are just more hardened to certain scenarios than others, though?
Then I guess you don't get to shoot your gun.
Because like a lot
buddy.
of police officers have been in the military and seen military combat scenarios, so a lot of them would be more used to it than a rookie cop that's never seen
Then
any.
they would probably have gun pass.
Gun pass. All right, this is
Yeah.
getting way too
Gun pass.
complicated.
It's like Netflix for guns.
248 to shoot a bullet.
Way too complicated.
It's just like Netflix for guns or Uber for school shootings. Neuralink, in particular, aims to build an incredibly powerful brain-machine interface, a device with the power to handle lots of data that can be inserted into a relatively simple surgery. Its short-term goal is to build a device that can help people with specific health conditions. The actual status of Neuralink's research has been somewhat murky, and Friday's big announcement happened as ex-employees complain of internal chaos at the company. Musk has already said the project allowed a monkey to control a computer device with its mind, and as the New York Times reported in 2019, Neuralink had demonstrated a system with 1,500 electrodes connected to a lab rat. Since then, Musk has hinted at the company's progress at times on Twitter, though those involved have generally been close-lipped about the status of the research. Musk opened Friday's event by emphasizing the wide variety of spinal and neurological conditions, including seizures, paralysis, brain damage, and depression, that Neuralink technology could help treat. These can all be solved with an implantable Neuralink, said Musk. The neurons are like wiring, and if you kind of need an electronic thing to solve an electronic problem. A lot of people say that like DMT reconnects the neural links in your mind. It'll like reboot.
I feel like it connects things that wouldn't otherwise connect. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I never did DMT.
I haven't done it either, but I've read about it.
Yeah, I heard from somebody that like if you have like severe chronic depression, that they do treatment where you'll do they do ketamine treatment as well as DMT treatment.
They do it with psilocybin mushrooms too.
They do that too.
Yeah,
and it's supposed to rewire basically the neurons to try and cure depression.
A lot of psychedelics can definitely help with depression. I've done psilocybin mushrooms a bunch of times, and most of the time it's been like there's been a few times I got sick and that wasn't pleasant at all, but every other time I've done it, you just feel good. Like your default state is just feeling good.
Well,
like you just, it's hard to even explain, but like there's no baseline. It's just feeling good.
Yeah.
You sound like all the old people describing Quaaludes to me.
Really?
I've heard this before.
I want some Quaaludes.
I don't
to
think
be
they
fair,
exist.
though, Quaaludes sound rad.
Do Quaaludes not exist?
Because
I don't think they do anymore.
What they told me, they were so good they had to quit making them because people were just eating them and fucking all the time.
But don't we live in a world where
That's what
we
Bill
could
Cosby was using.
Quaaludes?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, he was giving away Quaaludes, and we
He wasn't
locked this
giving them
guy
away.
up.
He was sneaking them into people's drinks.
We locked this guy up
and
for giving
raping
away
them.
Using the
Quaaludes.
Quaalude for evil, not good.
Yeah.
Do you think that we have the ability to make Quaaludes?
I mean, maybe
I think
someone
it's too
who is a
complicated.
pharmacist could do it.
I need a
or
Walter
chemist.
White. I need a Walter White to break bad and make Quaaludes again. That would be a wonderful sequel to Breaking Bad. Jesse Pinkman starts
The
making Quaaludes.
fuck did we get from brain computers to Breaking Bad
We know
with
why.
Quaaludes?
This is about depression. One major barrier to inserting these incredibly tiny wires, which are thinner than a strand of human hair, is actually getting them past the skull and into the brain.
That'd be awful.
That's why Neuralink is also developing an incredibly small robot
a nano robot. Dude, the Borg have all this shit.
that connects the electrode to humans through surgery that's about as intensive as a LASIK eye procedure. On Friday, Musk outlined how the company hopes to do the procedure without general anesthesia in a single-day hospital stay. That's the goal, at least, and it would represent a huge leap forward from previous brain-machine interfaces, which have required more invasive surgeries.
I don't want it. I don't want a robot in my brain. I don't.
No, this is good for like deaf people and blind people or folks who are losing their eyesight or maybe Alzheimer's, like delay the inevitable with like some brain diseases or maybe Parkinson's or something like that, degenerative brain diseases, born blind, that kind of thing. It's not for like the average Joe to go, hey, look, I can play Backstreet Boys while I sleep in my brain. I mean, that's cool, but well, not really, but you know.
Stabby McHugs in the chat said, Billy, you liar. You don't take drugs. You're a faker. You're a poser. Stabby, I don't take these bullshit basic drugs that everybody else takes. Okay? I'm not a basic bitch druggie. And especially, I'm not inclined to take something gross that just grows from the ground naturally.
That's the better
I need something. I need something that man has perfected. I need Quaaludes. Give me Vicodin, Percocet, Quaaludes. But I did. What was that stuff I did? The salvia.
Yeah, that's natural.
Yeah, so I'm not a little fucking straight edge, dude. I just don't. Drugs kind of bore me, is all.
You didn't look bored,
dude. Salvia.
You didn't look bored at all.
Fuck that.
Dude,
not
DMT
like that.
would be way stronger than that. Mushrooms, kind of, you wouldn't be bored, that's for sure.
DMT lasts about a little longer than salvia, right?
Yeah, it's way more intense.
Yeah.
And you like forget who you are and go to another dimension.
Yeah, I might buy a
basically.
DMT vape pen and just get litty. No, someone told me that if I do DMT, then I can't get into heaven, so I'm a little hesitant about that.
Yeah, I say eat some little shrooms and.
It's been over a year since I tried shrooms.
You tried it in a tea. I have better ways. Like there are better ways to ingest them. They do taste bad, but there's ways to like eat them. And I wouldn't do a whole lot. Like for your first time, just do like a little bit.
A little bit.
You'd probably because body weight. You probably have to do more than like an average.
That's
person.
what I was worried about. I was because the tea I took. I think that's why I didn't get fucked up because I
know I've seen teas made, but it just seems like you're diluting it too much. I say just eat it, and if you normally don't get upset stomachs easily, you don't really have anything to worry about. A lot of times I'll get a stomach ache for like the first half hour or something like that. And then normally I either poop it out or there was one time I threw up from it.
Mr. Morden in the fan chat says, remember DMT is what the human brain releases just before death?
I've heard of that.
So if anything, DMT gets you a sneak peek at heaven. The way it was described to me was that when you go to heaven, you have to have a certain amount of DMT to pass through. And if you have depleted your DMT, that you don't get in. So saying a sneak peek at heaven, it could be you trading in your chance at heaven for a little more euphoria on earth.
Man, I want to pay a late fee for heaven. That
So
sucks.
Oh, there's no paying a late fee. If you get to those pearly gates and you don't have enough DMT, you're not getting in.
So what's this Kalo stuff that you sent me?
I don't know. He says he made a video.
I give you all our new cringerweight champion. He defeated Egghead by like 12, 13% last night. Here he is, Thomas the Creator.
Hard-fought battle.
Well.
Can I stop it yet?
It looks like I'm your new cringerweight champion. And that means now I need a worthy opponent. Who do you think can beat me? This is an open challenge to anyone out there who thinks they can take my title from me. I am a fighting champion.
Someone said he's doing the quick voice. No, that's his real voice. He's not impersonating Chris Chan. He's cringe, man.
Yeah, that's like an accent more than anything else. It's not unique to Christian.
As you can see, I got my title held up back there. But I want someone that is worthy and they think they can beat me. So who is it going to be? Come on, show yourself, 'cause I will beat you into dust.
What? Weird catchphrase, Kyle.
That is raised by the television accent.
Do we have anybody in the audience that would want to go up against Kalo?
He cashed in all of his chips with Egghead, and I don't think he's got another win.
You don't think he's got it?
No. I think the audience will be tired of seeing him soon.
Imagine this. A car pulls up to the actual Mania arena.
Okay.
The door opens up, and there's just garbage falling out of it.
Okay.
Is Mickey Richards here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
I think Mickey Richards should come get that title.
Mickey Richards versus... Oh, that is cringe. Yeah, dude.
If we could talk Mickey Richards into doing it, that's money, dude.
Oh, my God. Well, there's enough Mickey Richards videos, and then there's the ones of him in drag as Ryby.
I want a promo of Mickey Richards.
A car pulls up and a bunch of garbage falls out.
That's what I want to see, man. I want to see his door open and just all.
He's a hoarder. He like picks up things like on the side of the road and stuff like that. He sent me a video of him drinking like a 30-year-old can of beer.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to do that, man. It goes bad. It's not liquor.
He drank the whole thing.
He's probably shitting for weeks.
Does
Oh,
Mickey
no.
Richards hit on you all the time, Ben?
No,
because he hits on me a lot, and I don't know. I don't know if I notice it from other people. I just notice it because it's on me, and I'm like, oh, that's weird, Mickey.
That
that's
clip
weird.
from the creator put me in fight or flight, and I wasn't even looking at it.
Run!
Yeah. Majorly awesome. So, anyways, we're not sure. We'll have to see if Mickey even wants to play this game. But
Of course he does.
I think Mickey should.
Of course he does.
I think Mickey should come for the belt. I really
He
think
might be able to win it.
Mickey should respond literally coming out that car full of
my
fucking
God.
hoarder car, the Horde Mobile. Oh my God, go do it, Mickey.
Yes, Mickey, make a video of you in your car. Oh my God.
And save your oldest garbage. Like if you got a Shrek 2 promotional cup from Burger King or something that hasn't existed for 2 decades,
He says
make sure
his-
to pile up the oldest of the trash.
He says like his car runs out of gas really fast and shit because of all the weight in it. I'm like, why?
Wow.
Why do you do that? He's like, I got antiques in there. I'm like, those are not, dude. That's trash.
Oh, that would be so good. I think that would be epic. I was gonna try and suggest that with whoever won out of Egghead and Kalo, because it's been fun having everybody involved be able to do their promos for everything.
Hoarders call all their trash antiques so they can excuse holding on to it.
Yeah, this is an antique Shrek cup from Burger King.
Yes.
Yes,
Exactly.
Like when he opens the door and the trash spills out, it's going to be accompanied by him picking it back up and stuffing it into the car and being
And
like,
grabbing other trash around it to add to his collection.
Shit, 7-Eleven bag. I always run out of these.
Yeah.
Just get that in there.
Yeah.
This will be rare when
Mickey's
I'm dead.
a character. I don't know. I just think that would be great if Mickey wanted to play the game.
Of course he does. I think so. What else do I have? Oh, man, there was a coronavirus protest in Israel.
Come on.
Are you sure this wasn't a Black Lives Matter protest?
They don't normally write things in Hebrew, right? At a Black Lives Matter
Well, in
protest?
Israel, did they maybe not?
Are they telling the virus to knock it off? Well, they're done for.
I wonder how bad COVID is in Israel.
I'm guessing from this footage really bad because they don't seem to be distancing anything. Wow.
I think they're protesting against the government.
I guess so, but like
It says right
when,
here.
when you're that dumb.
Thousands gather in Israel for anti-Netanyahu weekly rallies.
Netanyahu and Trump are pretty good buddies, by the way. There's a lot of Trump fans in Israel because there's a lot of Americans that live in Israel, dual citizenship. So
Thousands? Thousands of Israelis demonstrated Saturday in Jerusalem in a continuation of summer-long weekend rallies demanding the resignation of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Who faces a corruption trial and accusations of mishandling the coronavirus crisis. Smaller protests also took part in other parts in Israel, including overpasses and outside Netanyahu's private house in the upscale town of Caesarea. At the main rally in Jerusalem, protesters gathered at the entrance of the city and marched to Netanyahu's official residence, holding Israeli flags and black flags symbolizing one of the protest movements. Enough with division, and this is not politics, this is crime, read some of the placards. Netanyahu's governing coalition temporarily survived collapse this week after an agreement with alternate Prime Minister Benny Gantz.
Benny Gantz.
His rival and main coalition partner, to delay a budget vote until December. If the two coalition partners had failed to agree on delaying the budget's approval, the government would have collapsed and Israel would have gone to its fourth general elections in less than 2 years.
Let me get this straight. The prime minister of Israel is Benjamin Netanyahu, but then they have an alternate prime minister whose name is also Benny Gantz?
Benny Gantz, yeah.
All the Bens are in charge? Yeah, exactly.
It's the year of B.
It's interesting.
I'd be all right to see an alphabetical election.
Benjamin
is
Benjamin was one of the tribes of Israel, so it actually is a biblical name.
Oh, well, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
My middle name is Benjamin.
Yeah, it was one of the tribes
protesting that the government's like not letting them go out in public, so they went out in public in front of his house and all spread the virus to each other to protest that they don't like it.
Yeah.
That's stupid. They're stupid. They're all stupid. They deserve the virus at this point.
Yeah, even if there was a protest I agreed with, I'd stay away from it now anyway. Like I don't.
Yeah.
It's not worth it to me.
Speck claims to be related to Benjamin Netanyahu. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for 1 second, Speck, you troll ghost.
Let's see.
I'm looking forward to Benjamin being in control of Israel. I'm sure Ben up there, his time will come soon too. Before they get done with the bees.
I'm not Jewish though, so I don't think they'd let me, unfortunately.
It's crazy that things have happened.
You can become Jewish.
No thanks.
I want to joke, but I'm like, nah, can't. Nope.
Yeah.
Can't go there.
Well, I'm just not. You know what, though? Judaism, to me, is one of the, at least in my opinion, one of the lesser annoying religions because you don't see them trying to convert people to their religion. They're not like preaching to people, telling them they're going to hell or anything like that. Their version of hell is very different from the Christian and Islamic versions of hell. So I like there is some weird stuff, especially like the Orthodox kind of stuff I think is kind of weird that I think is
it's the Talmud that sets me off.
But
I read
like,
that and I'm like,
Yeah. But it just at least like their behavior as far as mixing religion and politics and stuff, I don't see that as much either. I don't know. So I'm less annoyed by Jews than Christians and Muslims.
There's less of them around, so it's always a benefit, right?
There's almost as many Jewish people living in the United States as there are in Israel. Like the United States is the second most populated with Jewish people in the world.
Yeah, and Israel's like what the size?
Israel's
Florida?
really small, very small.
The Jews did,
and it shares part of it with the Palestinians too. So, yeah,
the Jews did kill Jesus. That's why I like them.
Oh my
better.
God.
That's why I like them better.
Oh my God.
Jesus was a Jew.
Jesus wasn't real.
He was killed by, I mean, if you believe the story, he was killed by the Romans.
Yeah, but at the word of the Jews, right?
Yeah. Well, they were like occupying them, so their military carried out the law, according to the story, which I don't even believe. But they were carrying out Jewish law, which people died for being blasphemous and all kinds of dumb stuff. If you read like the Old Testament, there was all sorts of dumb stuff you get stoned to death for. So whatever, or crucified or whatever. So there was all kinds of capital punishment getting carried out back then. And it was nothing new.
Hey guys, I really want to eat a steak on Friday. Can we change the way that the sin works? Well, how are we going to do that? I know. Let's make a superhero.
That's more of a Catholic thing.
Oh, I don't know what. I can't wear fucking polyester.
And that's
What
only
is it?
during Lent. Dude, the whole like Catholic idea of fasting is so cheap because it's like, oh, you can't eat meat on Friday during Lent, but then you can eat fish, which totally isn't meat.
That's probably the greatest thing the Catholics ever did, though.
It's like a loophole. Like they could say eat anything else. They could say eat bread. They could say eat vegetables, whatever. But it's another meat that they just lie to themselves and say isn't meat.
Yeah.
So
Dude, I eat fried cod for fun. That shit's delicious. You give me some fried cod and okra right now? Fuck,
That
man.
is probably
I'd
the
survive
greatest
for a
thing.
week off that.
The greatest thing the Catholics ever did was make the fillet of fish have to happen.
Yeah, that is literally why all of these fast food restaurants carry a fish sandwich around Lent time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then good. You know what? If they want to live in a Dr. Seuss world to where it's Fish Friday or
Fish
whatever,
isn't
then
a meat.
Cool.
Fish is a vegetable or a fruit.
You can't pet a fish.
You can, but it might die. I mean, you know.
Can't walk a fish
I
on a
don't know.
leash.
Some fish look friendly, but not all of them.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm gonna go take a bio break.
Sure.
You ever hear people call it a bio
Yes, I
break?
have.
Did we do that on this show before?
Man, that was video games. You're thinking
bio
like World
break.
of Warcraft or something.
Yeah, people be like, bio break. I like that. I'm going to start calling it a bio break because whenever I'm like, I got to go take a piss, I feel like white trash.
Okay,
Bio
well, Billy,
break.
you go take a bio break. I'm
gonna
going to
do a
go take
piss.
a piss.
We can't go at the same time.
Well, then, you know what? You just wait. I'll be right back.
Hurry up. Christ.
No. I take my time, Billy. I wash my hands.
I swear to God, if
He's
you take
constipated.
if you take a dump and wash your hands, I'm fighting. You better run. Oh, my God. Oh, okay. Okay, he's banned from the show.
We're at 77% of our goal. Double zap coming for the end of the show if we can just meet the goal. Less than $200 to go.
Do we know what day 777 will be?
Let's
if
count it
we-
out.
If we make today's goal and the
If
goal
we
is coming up.
if we make today's goal, so let's see. We there's 9 more, or no, not 9 more. 6 more. So let's see. 1, so 2, 3, 4. This is assuming we make the goal every week up until then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2, 3, 4.
We have to know. 777 will be.
I guess it's the 12th. The 12th of September.
Is that a Monday?
It's a Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep.
Okay. If all goes through like it's supposed to, the 12th of September will be 777, and we'll have to do something special that night.
We need to get a cool guest, too.
Yes. Look, be a lady tonight.
Look. Yeah, dude.
777. Happy anniversary. The day after 9/11. Oh, yeah. Big money. Big money. Take the disc out so Barrett can get all his stats be 777. I don't know what that means. That's a reference 1% will get. Just why am I even reading the chat right now? Jesus. I have to piss.
I'm sorry. I hate having to piss.
I have to piss.
It's fucking awful.
Fucking Hellbent decided to take a piss break right when I announced mine. How absolutely evil of him. A lot of people think Hellbent's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
No,
what?
he is a fucking cretin.
Wow, you're disgusting.
He's a miserable human being. Make me sit here and hold my piss while he goes. He's probably playing swords with himself.
Swords?
Yeah. He probably shaved his beard off just to take some extra time.
Swords?
Swear to God, if he comes back here without a beard, it's fight.
He's
fighting
playing
time.
swords with himself.
Probably playing swords with
How do you
himself.
do that? Do you just piss on yourself? Is that how you play
I
swords
guess,
with yourself?
Yeah. Selfies? Little selfie swords?
Selfie swords.
Let's get these. Oh,
You can go to the bathroom, Billy. It's okay. I was just standing in the corner.
You need to sit down. You need to sit down, Hellbent.
I never left the room.
Oh, my God, yes.
At any point.
You didn't leave the room at any
Use
point?
the restroom.
See, every word I said about you was 100% true. You're fucking evil.
I heard every single bit of it.
Every time.
Goddamn right.
And that's how you feel about me, Billy? Well, fuck you, huh?
Every time I do an IRL stream, there's always at least one part during it where it becomes a mission to find a place to pee.
Really?
Because I have to pee all the fucking time. And a lot of times throughout history, I would drink during my IRL streams. So, I'd drink like 2 or 3 beers, and then I go out walking and then realize, oh shit, I got to piss so bad again. And I don't want to get arrested for just pissing out in public.
Okay. I'm going to...
How about that other time, Billy,
I'm going to pee.
Yeah, hey, Billy, I got a couple more questions
I
for
could
you.
just piss in this cup. Like, if you don't mind, I'll do a piss in the room.
No, I don't want it.
I'll piss
I'm
in
not
the
in the
room.
room.
You
Would
probably
you go
ate
for it?
asparagus or something
I
today.
literally had asparagus earlier today.
Get out of here.
I literally
Get
had
outta
steak and
here.
asparagus right before I
Okay,
came
go
in
take
here.
the
No,
bio break.
dude, I don't want to
I'm
smell
gonna
your stinky
take a
pee-pee.
stinky pee-pee.
Oh, God.
I didn't think he's going to wait, so I just kept waiting. Just wanted to see how far it would go.
Stinky pee-pee.
Now, having to take a piss in the middle of any kind of gig is bad. But I can imagine the IRL streaming thing being worse because, I can't, take it offline. But if I go into Denny's and go, hey, guys, I got to piss, and then, get on camera, it's like I'm the only cameraman,
Well, when I do actually have to piss, I put the phone in my pocket for a minute while I do it. But it's hard to find a place. But I have...
Kick it.
Thank you,
into your
PT
chat.
Ham. I have, just snuck into places without buying anything and pissed really quick. I've done that a bunch of times.
Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't handle that IRL streaming stuff. Too many crazy people.
Oh, man.
here.
You know what, though? I had some nice trolls that were they were trolling me. They were calling the places I went to and stuff, but they were telling them nice things and stuff that wouldn't get me kicked out or banned from the place. They were telling me people were there to meet me in the lobby and stuff like that, but there wasn't anybody.
Okay, that's funny just getting you to move. It's like, now Ben's going to walk to the lobby like a dipshit. Haha, he's in the lobby now. We got him, boys.
Well, they would, every place I went to, someone from the wait staff would come up to me and tell me that they just got a call that someone was waiting for me and that they were going to meet me outside or whatever. It happened every time. Every time I went somewhere.
That's fine. That's good fun. Some folks don't know the difference between good fun and bad fun. They always got to take it one step above everybody else.
Right.
Next thing you know, it's not funny anymore. It's just malicious and
Yeah.
It's got to be happening to a genuine cocksucker for me to derive any enjoyment out of it. Like, if it's one of the people that do that kind of thing, getting a taste of their own medicine, that's funny. But when it's just some guy like going, I'm just going to go outside and talk with y'all, and it's like, hurry, throw a beer bottle at him. That's a bit rough.
Yeah, they weren't even there. They were just like trying to troll me by getting people in the restaurant to come up and talk to me on the stream and tell me that someone called and they like would describe me to them. They'd be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'll give them a message. And it'd always be it wasn't a bad one though. I've seen other IRL streamers where like people have called in and be like, these people are saying neo-Nazi stuff on their stream in your restaurant. Just calling to let you know, yeah.
So funny. Well, I mean, it could be funny if it was somebody who, like, was actually that bad, right? If you tell the truth and somebody gets fucked over from it, it's like, well, that's pretty funny. You dug your own grave. But when you got to make shit up like that, it goes past. It's kind of like the difference between saying, hey, is your refrigerator running, or calling and saying your husband died at work today. It's like one of those jokes is funny. The other one's like, you sure you want to go with that? You know you're talking to? What's the point here? Is it to fuck with somebody, or is it to have a laugh?
Well, I used to like when Ice Poseidon was doing his streams when those were like really, really popular, and I'd watch them. I'd watch Ice Poseidon and Sam Pepper get like swatted while they were driving down the road, and they'd have to like put their hands out the window. It was really tense. You're like, holy shit! Like they could literally get their heads blown off right now live on this stream if they make one wrong move.
You would hope that it all got kept on camera.
Yeah, it's just bullshit that they even had to deal with that stuff. Like that is too far.
Well, I feel like that's the reality of the internet and why you shouldn't get too deep. Like, this is a podcast and it's pretty popular. It's about as deep as you should get when you get to the point to where it's like my entire life is being streamlined to the internet at all times. It doesn't work with real life. And you got to stay in real life. You can't stay on the internet. You can ditch the internet at any time, but real life, you can't escape. If they're going to call the cops on you and do that kind of stuff, it sucks. It's not ethical, but you're exposing yourself to all the good people on the internet and all the bad people.
You are
and when
forced to
a place
push
like
some
that is just fucking dangerous,
magical
man.
button, which will cause an entire affiliated religious group to disappear from existence. However, all the people of said group will be sent to their version of hell. So which group do you chose?
Which group
Damn
you
it.
chose?
I probably enjoy more Scientologists than any other religion.
They're horrible to their people.
I know. I feel like they should go, but then I would lose like many Scientologists that I enjoy in Hollywood. That sucks. I way too many Christian family members. I'd feel horrible.
That's hard too.
I feel horrible with that.
Are you about to say something cancel worthy?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like
he's narrowing it down.
I'm gonna get a list of religions. Because I need to see if there's one I'm not thinking of before I say the one that you all are like, you're horrible.
How about Solarians?
Solarians?
Yeah, the people that feel like they think that they can gain nourishment from the sun, basically.
They're cool.
One of them sunburnt their butthole. That wasn't cool at all. It was crispy.
They sunburnt their butthole?
Yeah,
I hope you don't say
Evanism.
Evanism.
No, not Evanism.
Okay.
Have you heard of a Zoroastrianism?
Zoroastrianism.
Zoroastrianism?
Yeah, Freddie Mercury was actually raised in that religion.
Fuck it. Them. Goodbye.
Okay.
Well,
I love Freddie Mercury, but he's already dead.
So he's going to hell, right?
Double
He's
jeopardy.
gone already.
I don't even know if they have. Not all religions have a version of hell. You know what? Yeah, that's actually what you should have picked. You should have picked a religion that doesn't really have a version of hell, because then you saved people regardless.
But they still gotta die, right?
Well, that's not. Yeah, everyone has to die. That's not.
Yeah, but like
that wasn't the question.
Just call it like a rapture-like thing. Maybe it's painless. Their clothes just fall on the ground and they go shooting up or down, whichever way you prefer.
Best hells in
Best
religion.
hells.
Best hell.
Hells.
Who's got the Club Med of
Who's got
hell?
the best hells in religion?
You're going to be a
religions that
travel agent
believe
to
in
the
hell.
afterlife?
You better serve looking up religions that don't believe in hell.
Oh yeah, then they just disappear.
Yeah, like we believe what happens when you die. Religions that don't believe in hell.
You know what? Fuck it. The Zoroastrians or whatever.
Zoroastrians.
I don't know what they do. I don't know anything about them. They seem to be a smaller group. I don't know. I wonder how many Zoroastrians
There's not
there are in this
many.
world.
I think they come from Zanzibar.
Oh, fuck. I love Zanzibar.
What's your 3 favorite things about Zanzibar?
The
Tell
name,
me right now.
The name.
Okay, that's one.
That's 3 times the name.
Tell me a second thing about
It's
Zanzibar
literally,
that you like a whole lot.
It rhymes with handlebar and candy bar.
Okay, we're still on the name, though.
Literally, I know nothing more about Zanzibar. That's the best part about this.
Let's see.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know much about Zoroastrianism either. I know Freddie Mercury was like
It's one of the world's oldest continuously practiced religions. It's a multifaceted faith centered on a dualistic cosmology of good and evil and an eschatology predicting the ultimate conquest of evil with theological elements of henotheism. I wonder what Zoroastrian hell is like.
Yeah.
What?
Sounds like some Skyrim shit to me, man.
Zoroastrian
Oh, someone said
hell
from
like.
Persia. Okay, Persia.
I love Persian people, dude.
Yeah.
Persian people are gorgeous.
A lot of other religions were pushed out of Iran.
I used to love playing the Prince of Persia on Sega Genesis.
Yeah, well, you're basically Persian if you played that game. It says so.
I just assumed it was from Zanzibar because Freddie Mercury is from Zanzibar.
From Zanzibar. Hell in Zoroastrian history. There's like a fucking 37-page document here. I'd rather not read that.
It seems like the more you say about it, the less I know. Actually,
Yeah.
It's like it's written. It's like it's the religion of a riddle.
I can't make it, but I'll order it from Zanzibar.
Yeah, that's the only thing we know it from is that Tenacious D
Hell
song.
is not explicitly mentioned in the Gathas. There are only allusions made to it, if not in Yasna 3120, at least in Yasna 4611, where it is said that the soul and the Dinah of the wicked arriving at the Sinwood Bridge will be guests in the house of falsehood. And in Yasna 5113, the word hell, literally bad existence, only occurs in the later Avesta. Yima threatens to raise the evil spirit from the roaring hell. So they don't have a terrible. It's just not a good hell, but it's
Hell
not
is just
very
where the bad
descriptive.
guys chill out.
Yeah, I'm sorry to all the Zoroastrians out there.
Nah, I think they've had it hard enough considering where they got kicked out of. I think you're like, oh, it's okay, Billy. Don't worry. Oh, man. To be in a religion at that point in time in that place. Good times, surely.
Yeah. I think we're gonna do oddities for a little bit while we're at 91% of the goal. We're so close.
Yeah, I do believe you're gonna shock yourself twice tonight, Benjamin.
It's
no. Boy, do I have a treat for all of you.
Oh, you got a treat?
Yeah.
God motherfucking damn. Look at that pretty motherfucking officer. Goddamn, girl. Girl, you on fleek. No, I gotta get your phone number. What is it, 911? God motherfucking damn. You see what the bitch just did? Did girl drop some goddamn quarters, man, and I'm sitting on a milk crate in front of the store, right?
Damn.
So she bent down with her ass all in my face, then she turned around, got the pussy all up in my face. I said, bitch, how old are you? The bitch said she was 17. I said, you need to back up, bitch, cause my name is Chester Stone, not R. Kelly, motherfucker. They don't like the nigga in the store. They don't like that monkey in the store, bitch. They can't get out. They stole a bag of chips.
They stole a bag of
Stole a
chips.
bag of chips, bitch. God motherfucking damn.
God
Are they gonna
motherfucking.
let this nigga out?
They
that
stole
nigga
a bag
out.
of chips.
Let the nigga out the store, bitch. You collard green eating motherfucker. Let the nigga out the store, bitch. That nigga stole a bag of potato chip, bitch. Hey, nephew. You need an afro pick, bitch. You need an afro pick, monkey. Bitch, I'm gonna give you a banana, bitch. You
Man, this guy's just having wondrous adventures while we're sitting here on our computers.
Yeah,
I envy
I'm
you.
not going out during COVID.
You see it? Yeah. You got to watch. God motherfucking damn.
God motherfucking damn.
He's got all the catchphrases down.
A snitching ass monkey.
He's an agent of chaos. He's on no one's
Don't
side.
you got a cousin in the Bronx? That bitch soft. I just left the Bronx Zoo. That orangutan look just like you, bitch.
God damn it.
Mr. Stone, your diagnosis has come in.
I wonder if this guy's ever just gotten the shit kicked out of him.
Judging by his teeth, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Niggeritis? No, you got niggeritis. You got to stay away from niggas for a whole year. God motherfucking damn. Excuse me, Caucasian. Can I smoke some of that with you, please?
No.
No. What?
No.
Fuck you, bitch. What in the
fuck you, bitch?
You nigga. Motherfucking damn. Let me see here. God motherfucking damn. Look at that there. Oh my God, Biggie Smalls. Optimals. Excuse me. How much are these crackers?
Biggie Smalls.
Damn,
Optimos.
bitch.
Excuse me. How much are these crackers? Cracker.
Hey, nephew. You need some socks, bitch. Look at that nigga foot. Look at that nigga foot. Bitch, you need some socks, bitch.
Fucking damn.
Yes!
God motherfucking damn!
God motherfucking damn!
You need to send $21.90. Thank you, Coop Car.
G-Ma, bitch. Bitch, I'm old school. You remember the Vietnam War? They brought all the Vietnamese over here. They said niggas wouldn't mind. They had all them guys.
Vietnamese?
The Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. I've had some bad mispronunciations, but that's the new one, Vietnamese.
Nah, he speaks so well. Otherwise, he's allowed to slip up.
Goddamn Vietnamese in the army camps taking tests, learning how to say nigga, so they can become good citizens. Let's try again, troops. Nigga, 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 nigga. Nigga, 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 nigga. Well, that's close. If you get your ass kicked, you know you made it, bitch. Oh my God. High pedestrian area. Where the blunts at then, bitch? God motherfucking damn. Bathing, no shaving, no brushing teeth allowed. God motherfucking damn. I'ma be a dirty, stinking ass nigga.
God damn it.
This guy's great. This guy needs the IRL stream. This is the energy that you need.
I don't know if he can go like
God
long form.
Damn.
God motherfucking
motherfucking
damn! Thank you,
We're
Two Guns
like
No Ammo.
less than $2 away.
Yeah, if he could do this without losing any of his like energy, I think that would be great. But he's perfectly fine in short form. If he's just giving us these little like pills, these little pills. Of shit talk, they're so fucking funny.
Okay, fool, you want it today?
You got my monkey foots?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yeah.
You got the? Did you cut the toenails? Did you cut the toenails off the foots?
Yeah, clean the nails and everything.
You did?
Yes, sir.
God motherfucking damn, I'm gonna be the richest nigga in the world, bitch.
Bitch.
A blowjob that is so good, one of the feet stretch out and the toes curl in imitation of a monkey's
Monkey
toe.
foots ain't selling. I got to find something else to sell. God motherfucking
A dead
damn.
possum.
I'm gonna sell possum stew, bitch. Chester Stone possum stew, bitch. I'm gonna be the richest nigga in the world. Believe it. I can't believe it. Is it possible? Is it possible that Obama coming back for a third term? God motherfucking
Wow, this must be
damn,
old.
bitch. Can I get some extra food stamp, Obama, please? Excuse me. Are you Billy?
Billy the Graham.
Billy Graham. What you doing?
Checking out these neck bones.
Ain't no neck wings, turkey wing, bitch.
Yum.
Super D turkey wings, monkey. God motherfucking damn. Look at that turkey wing. You gonna get 2 of them motherfuckers?
For free.
For free? Goddamn, I'm gonna beat your ass. You need a Heineken to go with that, bitch. God motherfucking
Goddamn, I'ma beat your ass.
Look at them turkey wings. Come on. Goddamn, you ain't gonna get a sausage, bitch.
I don't want no sausage. I just want no turkey wings.
I wonder if this
Billy
guy's
Graham, how
got
much the
friends or if he
grams,
just
bitch?
comes along long enough to talk shit and they wait for him to leave.
Yahweh, because Yahshua the Messiah is coming back like a thief in the night. You ever sit back and wonder and say, goddamn, the world is in trouble. Boy, the only thing can stop this shit is Yahshua, Jesus, coming back like a thief in the night. If that don't happen, we fuck, bitch. I get back from Clearwater, sit down in front of the store on 22nd and Martin Luther King, trying to take care of some business on the phone and respond to y'all. Little behold, niggas. Niggas be fucking with me. So what I did, I bought a beer and a pack of Newports, went across the street to the graveyard. I went in the middle of the graveyard too. Soon as I sat down, a bitch come out the grave, bitch. Say, Super D, can I get a short and some of your motherfucking Heineken? I say, bitch, if your ass ain't dead, I'm gonna kill your ass again. God motherfucking damn.
When he talks about zombies coming out of the grave to beg him for stuff, that's my favorite bit from him.
I love Kobe Bryant. I love all his basketball games. And I want to do this Kobe Bryant.
Damn, look at him go.
You did that for Kobe Bryant, didn't you? I love you, Kobe. Kobe, baby. God motherfucking damn.
God motherfucking
if you
damn.
got a strong man and a good, hard, dedicated woman, and y'all both stick together, no matter what, through thick and thin, y'all both gonna get ahead, motherfucker. Ahead, nigga. God, it's Martin Luther King's birthday.
Message.
And black people are here to celebrate his sacrifice for us. In the words of Martin Luther King, I have a dream that one day a nigga might open a grocery store, bitch. God motherfucking damn. God motherfucking damn. Chester Stone just getting off the subway. I just got off the subway and I'm finna go jump on my motherfucking bike I had parked here. Yeah, I'm on the Civic Center Transit place right there. Goddamn, look at that bus. Goddamn, let me go jump on my motherfucking bike.
On my
God motherfucking damn. A nigga done stole my motherfucking tire, bitch.
And your
I'm
seat.
gonna get the Burger King, motherfucker.
And your seat.
Stone1.com. Oh my God. I'm from the 60s and 70s. It's magic. Go ahead, nephew, do your thing. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God.
Oh
How
my
do you
God.
do that?
That was great.
That guy's great. I love him.
God mutafu Kingdom.
God motherfucking damn. Hellbent. God motherfucking
He said
damn. God motherfucking
I thought
damn.
the profanity filter would catch that. Thank God.
All right.
Ben is wired up. He's going to take a big old hit. He's going to rip and zip. He's going to dap and zap.
Kill it.
He's reaching his inner chi. It's the eye of the tiger.
The will to get high.
A little zip zap.
God motherfucking damn.
God motherfucking damn, Ben. Doing a puke? Ben might be doing a puke. So for those of you watching at home that are not familiar, Benjamin took a big hit of marijuana.
I spit all over myself.
Big hit of marijuana, and as he had the marijuana in his lungs, he zapped himself with an electric dog collar.
So does that like help? The zap, does it like get you going?
No, it fucked him up pretty bad. He spit up all over the place.
I still believe he can get in the second quarter.
Yep. Ugh.
There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found.
Yep.
My nightmare, anytime I light up a bong, is just some like lint or something falling in there. Just getting a big old hit of fucking polyester.
A linted?
Yeah, lint. You know, you're at your friend's house. They don't clean so much. There's fibers in the air. Next thing you know, a lot of cat hair gets in the bowl somehow, and you're just bad times.
good times for people who like bad times. Welcome to 2020.
Hair goes down smooth. How you feeling, Ben?
My throat burns, and like the outside of it is kind of weird.
It looks fun though.
Yeah.
See, that'll keep people off drugs. Just show somebody hacking up and going, yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, it didn't work.
Oh yeah, and zapping yourself. I forgot that's like the cherry
I hate
on the
when this
top.
happens.
When it doesn't zap.
Yeah.
Gotta like move the neck thing around maybe.
That makes torture way worse when you don't know when it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Having control over it gives you a little bit of certainty, but when it's just going to go off when it goes off, you're always on edge.
I don't even have that big of a hit in.
Do you like weed, Benjamin? Do you like weed?
So it's like a Pavlov's training. Every time you take a hit, you get shocked. So eventually you just won't touch the bong anymore.
It's that kind of conditioning.
Yeah, Ben's going to no longer be able to handle marijuana because of his
You're going to need a bigger
electrotherapy.
dog collar, I think.
Yeah. My brain isn't functioning.
Did you break your brain?
It's cool, dude. We'll just get you a neural chip. Elon Musk got it hooked up. You'll be fine.
It's called inversion therapy.
I'll only do it if you guys control the nano robot that's doing the brain surgery.
Yeah. Make it like Twitch plays Pokemon, but instead it's like putting a chip in your head.
Oh, dude, that'd be a great stream.
Can you imagine how like streamers will be if they have a chip in their head and fans can donate and make their nipples hard or something?
That's like some like camming shit.
All right, guys, for $40, you can make my nipples hard as a rock. Connect it through Neuralink. Send it right now. You're just there.
Google's going to bypass you and go, you don't feel like streaming today. We don't like you. They're going to get somebody who's never streamed like life. You, get up. You want to stream all of a sudden.
Worst. If they can
Trying to think of
your...
ways you can make control your thoughts and desires. Like, you can make your entertainers then, right? It wouldn't be anybody who has a passion for it. You just find somebody who fits the description, then boom, make them want to do it.
If I made an OnlyFans, would you guys subscribe just to see my rock hard nipples?
Look, not me, but I've got friends who got OnlyFans, and they're very happy for some reason. I don't get it, but hey, you know what? I'm sure you get at least enough.
Repzion does it, and he shows. Repzion does it, and he shows his feet.
Yeah, someone linked me. Like, there's like a celebrity foot website,
and he's on it.
No, I'm on it. There's like one picture of my feet on there.
That is hilarious.
They're like, you need more feet pics up here, and I'm like, fuck no, I don't. I don't remember that one going up. I guess I remember taking the picture, but I thought maybe I tweeted it.
Can we go to foot?
Joke?
Can we get some feet from you now?
Get a fucking half a foot, 6 inches.
What? Don't tease the people.
Boom, 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 boom.
They want to see your feet.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
It's strange, man.
I'll put you on full screen. You can put your feeties up there, you know?
Nah.
Why not? You bashful?
No, now that I know there's monetary value in that. Never do anything for free that you can get paid for when it involves feet.
Wow. Do you hear this, ladies and gentlemen?
Hellbent muted himself, no? Is he gone?
I can't hear him.
He was talking. I saw his lips moving.
Yeah, well, what happened?
Hey, maybe your mic went out, Hellbent. You're dead to us, audio-wise. Visually, if you just wanted to start doing sign language, American Sign Language preferably. Okay, that's American Sign Language for erect penis. He's got a Billy Boner. That's a 2. The 2 is for 2 erect penises or a bunny rabbit hopping on his erect penis. A bunny rabbit eating a baby carrot. I don't know.
Not cat pee. No.
Is Mickey Richards here?
Is Mickey Richards here?
That's what.
There we go.
There we go.
You know when Mickey, because we could do another contract signing thing, but Mickey Richards is going to show up all wasted.
Man, I'm glad I was muted. I said a lot of regrettable stuff there, so.
We missed it. Gosh
I feel
darn
really good about that one. I was like, damn, they're being quiet, man. That's way too far. But I was muted, so that's good.
Gosh
Keep
dang
it there
it.
then. I'll have to get some kind of lip reader to figure out the awful things I was saying. But Billy, yes, don't undervalue your feet, man. Get a corset on them. Do them up with some toenail polish.
Colton
do
says
classic,
he's here.
classic foot.
Colton says he's here. Excuse me, who are you again, Colton?
That's Egghead.
Oh, isn't that the guy that used to be the Cringerweight champion?
Yeah.
Oh, you're yesterday's news, kid. You're yesterday's news, kid.
I don't know.
Yeah, yesterday's news, you all washed up, little fella. Get out of here.
Egghead's got big aspirations, gigantic dreams. But this world isn't always as it seems.
He's got, okay, then.
Colton, welcome back. Welcome back.
Let's see. You've got a month.
Welcome
You've
back.
got a month. I have not yet made my decision. Let's see what you do. To see. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned right now, you just lost. You lost last night. You're licking your wounds right now.
I wonder if we can get Tila Tequila to send us a video.
I don't know.
I got money,
because
but
she
I
thinks
wanna
we're like
spend
the
it on
devil
that.
or something.
Maybe we got to get in her ear and tell her the devil's calling.
Dude, can we get Zach Knight to talk to
Yeah.
Tila?
I'm sure you can find like another like relative celebrity that she could talk to. It shouldn't be. That's an achievable goal, you know.
God motherfucking damn.
Maybe introduce G-Man to her or something. That'll work out
That's
just
crazy.
fine.
I'll be right back. I need some water.
Searching for real love. Yeah, I don't know. Tila Tequila might. She feels like she's so obtainable and then also so far away at the same time. Like mentally, she's distant, but physically, I feel like she would walk amongst the dregs of society.
Are you saying she's half a person?
Yes.
Fair enough.
A lot of people say that the glass is half full. Other people say the glass is half empty. I say the glass is half tequila. Tila Tequila.
The soul is half gone.
Is gone. So, Hellbent, how you been? What's your life like right now?
Actually, pretty good. I mean, all things considered, the virus has got everything closed down. My businesses have been messed with, but on the uptick, I've been doing voice acting. So what better job to have during a global pandemic than one that you don't have to leave the house for? Kind of built the bridge.
Yeah.
And other than that, just getting fit. You know, you got to, that COVID thing put me down long enough. I was like, I got to get like a treadmill or something because you can't walk around the neighborhood. Everybody looks at you like, oh, how dare you get exercise? So, you know, treadmill weights, that kind of stuff. Got me feeling a lot better. So, yeah, if you're locked up during all this virus nonsense and been getting exercise, that's a bad thing. Don't let it happen. Push-ups, whatever it takes. Other than that, just same old stuff. Nothing too special. Doing more cartoon work, but it's all internet. I like the internet stuff more. A lot more fun. You get to improvise. Nobody's, no script writer shitting down your throat. It's like, excuse me, you can't say then. It's got to be. Oh, I don't need to go into that. I'll make somebody feel bad. But no, acting's fun. It's a nice, stable job, oddly. You used to look at internet acting as like, oh, man, what a weird hobby. Well, keep in your back pocket. Now it's like, oh, yeah, that online revenue. Let's go get that while everything's shut down,
Yeah. Ben, you left the room. Hellbent's talking about his OnlyFans.
Oh, cool.
So yeah.
He's been slinging butthole pics.
Nah, just ASMR, talk about the day I had yesterday. So I went to the movie theater and they were open by chance, and
cool.
I got to see the Last Jedi.
Are you familiar with
pretty good.
like ASMR? Like
Yeah.
why people like it?
Yeah.
It's like
it gives you the tingles.
Yeah, that's so strange. I thought it was just creepy people that like to listen to like weird voices, but it actually gives you like a physical sensation.
Yes.
I didn't realize that until recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
ASMR's been around forever.
Yeah, but I don't pay attention to it. I'm not into that shit. But people actually get like high off the tingles.
Yep.
So funny.
Yeah, I didn't understand it at first. I looked into it. I'm like, you just read the comments, man. And you're like, these people aren't your run-of-the-mill perverts. Usually it would be very like, oh, yeah, oh, you do it like that for daddy. Instead, it's people like, thank you. I really like that. That got me through the date. So that got me to look into that a little bit more. I hadn't done it myself, but seems respectable. At least I don't think they're all sex perverts. Maybe like 30-40% of them.
Of what, humans?
No, that's way higher.
I think 30 to 40% of humans are sex perverts.
Colton, you have the worst possible responses to these people trying to get a rise out of you.
I don't know.
He's a troll slayer, man. He's gonna exterminate the trolls.
Colton's just a young god in his prime, ruling down.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what he's made of.
You see.
They're just trying to get a rise out of you.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
So many people talking shit. It's hilarious.
Damn, they rained down on his ass.
Colton's a sweet boy.
Colton, you take care of them trolls. I tell you, I bet they're all miserable and they don't have any love in their life, unlike you.
There you go. There you go,
They're all
Egg.
sad.
Come on.
I don't like this when people like talk down on trolls, saying they don't have like things in their life and that's why they troll. Like that's a cop out, right? Maybe people troll because you react to it, and it's fun to get that reaction. Like I know a lot of trolls that were like multimillionaires and they just enjoyed getting reactions out of people.
You know a troll that was a billionaire.
Yeah. Yeah.
He used to troll people like he convinced people they were like being kidnapped or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The more money you have, the more you're able to troll. I knew a troll who like spent months hiding out to evade like a police or to evade getting a lawsuit because of his trolling. And so he just bought out the time because he could afford to hide out for months. I'm like, that's savage. That's savage.
Yeah, like I saw a video of Alki and he was like prank calling a pizza place. It's like I did that when I was in middle school.
Yeah, he doesn't
And this
care.
dude's what, like 50 something, and he's
just like, I find it funny. Anything he finds funny, he can do because he's rich.
You don't need to be rich to prank call a pizza place, though.
Yeah.
Like anyone can do that.
But
yeah, it's a bad attitude to be in. Folks get that way to where anybody who I hate must be miserable. That's the reason why they're bad. It's like, no, dude, the person who like makes you angry every day is probably living a kick-ass life.
Egghead,
That's hard to accept for some
the
folks.
idea that trolls won't be happy until you're in a box or 6 feet under, that's not true.
They need you.
Yeah, they're laughing at you. Definitely is dependent on you being here to give them something to chuckle at, right? Like without you, the laughter stops, and the sorrow becomes exponential. I can't guarantee this, but I would much imagine the majority of people that throw jabs at you would be fucking floored if they heard tomorrow that you cease to exist. They would be fucking heartbroken. I think everybody
They'll make
here
fun of your
has a,
funeral, but they'll feel bad.
has a whole lot more love for you than they have any sort of disdain.
The thing is that this has been explained to him multiple times. He keeps going back to this. He needs to move on from this.
I think education through pain is an important tool, not just
Education
offline, but
through
online
pain.
as well. It helps. I mean, at least like the pain does thinking for you, you know. It keeps the train rolling.
My mom says that she likes Hellbent's voice.
Oh,
She says
thank you.
he's up there with Sam, Smokey the Bear, Elliott.
Smokey the Bear, Elliott?
I guess Sam Elliott played
Yeah.
Smokey the Bear.
No, Smokey the Bear had a smooth voice. Like It was like a version of Joe Camel that wasn't so awful.
Smokey the Bear wasn't about smoking, though. He was about forest fires.
Yeah, but he sounded like he smoked.
Yeah, Colton, talk about the weather.
Jim Cummings did Smokey the Bear for a while.
Jim Cummings?
He's
that's
great.
Winnie the Pooh.
He plays Tigger and a few other characters.
Did he not play Winnie the Pooh?
Nah, he played the Tigger character.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh had like a bother, like
shit. I thought Jim Cummings
he may
did
have
Winnie
done
the
Winnie
Pooh.
the Pooh.
Pretty sure he did.
But
I could be wrong.
I know he did the Tigger character. He does a lot of Disney stuff and Splatterhouse for the Xbox 360. The only game I know where you can punch a character up its rectum and pull its colon out. So he has a very wide variety of stuff from Disney to like some of the strangest aura I've ever seen. He's a really good actor.
We all have to agree, though, Mel Blanc, greatest voice actor ever, right?
Tell Frank Oz that.
I'm biased to Jim Cummings, but like Mel Blanc could do a lot of. He had a lot of range, man, and his voice is probably stuck in your head whether you know his name or not. So,
also he had perfect pitch. He could sing like perfect pitch, which is really rare for people to have.
Yeah, usually they got to bring in a stand-in for singing, right? You got like your character actor, then the singing voice. For him, it was just him doing that. Not to mention they didn't have all the cool stuff they have these days. Like, well, studios existed, but
they didn't have
there wasn't
pitch
MP3
correction
or
and
nothing.
shit.
Pitch correction, all these other tools, synthesizers, you name it.
Yeah, another thing that was crazy is that he didn't like carrots. Like they made him physically ill, so he had a spit bucket for the carrots. When he would like bite into the carrot for the "What's up, Doc" line, he would spit it into a bucket.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Do you know what the wonderful thing about Tiggers is?
Tiggers are a wonderful thing.
It's true.
Yeah.
Frank Oz voices are the same though. My favorite thing about Frank Oz is
he's good too.
He directed a movie with Marlon Brando, and Marlon Brando made him do the voice in Miss Piggy's voice while directing him.
Yeah, I heard about that. I've heard about that. But I have a question about Frank Oz. I'm wondering if you can answer it for me.
Oh, hold on. Is this Yoda? Is this little guy right here Yoda? But is this Yoda? That has to be Yoda.
Egghead was right. It is Yoda.
Frank Oz is Yoda. The wonderful thing about Yoda is not. I don't know what the wonderful thing about Yoda is.
That time it was Yoda.
Yodas are wonderful things. I think Quoten.
Quoten?
Yeah, there's Quoten is the new name for Egghead because he's been quoting people.
Oh,
Quoton
dude!
Instead of Colton.
Dude!
He's been quote responding.
Quoting Colton. That rhymes.
Everybody is calling him Quoten instead of Colton.
Quoten.
Egg quote.
Not an original thought. Rattling around, just quotes.
An original thought.
He pulls up to like McDonald's, like, what'd you like? He said, well, as Abraham Lincoln said back. Oh, no.
Indubitably. Yoda is basically just a mutant Kermit. Then what's Miss Piggy?
I always saw Yoda as closer to Grover than Kermit. Kermit was voiced by Jim Henson. It wasn't voiced by Frank Oz.
Yeah.
Grover was, though.
Was voiced by
Yoda
Frank
kind of
Oz?
looks like my
I think
grandma
so,
after
and
she died.
I think Ernie, too.
Oh, I'm thinking of Ralph the dog.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jim Henson.
Yeah, that is Jim Henson.
Miss Piggy is mutant Billy. Fight me. Miss Piggy's not a
can't go
whore.
into
She's a
Muppet
free woman.
voices.
Miss Piggy and Kermit are about the Muppet versions of Shani and Rev. Rev is straight up like Kermit. Geez, Miss Piggy.
Have you ever heard of Wilkins Coffee, Hellbent?
Wilkins Coffee, that rings a bell, but what is it?
All right. So it doesn't exist anymore, but back in the day before the Muppets became like mainstream, when they were just like a puppet show in like Washington, D.C. back in the 50s and 60s, they were sponsored by Wilkins Coffee. And in it, Kermit the Frog is a psychopath.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the coffee commercials. They also did like some kind of photography thing to where one of the Muppets would just straight up fucking murder the other one with a gun.
Yeah,
God, yeah, the old Jim Henson stuff was edgy. They had like a lot of murder and a lot of violence, like real, like over the top,
It's
like
literally
you're
like,
dead violence.
do you like Wilkins coffee? No. Boom. It's like,
yeah,
okay.
that's the one. You don't like my coffee? Get iced. Just harsh. I love it. Jim Henson should have been allowed to explore his edgy side, but I guess he made some good stuff in the end.
That coffee better be delicious.
It's
nah,
to
they
die
gotta shoot
for.
you to drink it. It's crap. It's like
Oh.
our slogan is buy it or we'll come to your house and kill you. Yes, it is
They
garbage.
weren't Marlboro ads. They were Winston ads, Grady George.
We talk about the Flintstones?
The Flintstone Winston
Yeah.
ads. A Winston
Hey,
tastes
Bonnie,
good like a
built us up for
cigarette
pussies.
should.
Why do I can't hear it?
Oh, geez. I'll just do the voices. Hey, do you like Wilkins coffee?
No, that's awful.
That's perfect.
I wonder what's wrong with it.
I'm pitch perfect for
it
doing...
didn't. It. Oh, you know what? It's not done downloading. I don't think. Hold on.
I'll just do
There
the
we
Well,
voices.
I'm not the only one with audio issues. I hit the mute button to be nice, but I got this mute pedal down at my foot the entire time I should be using.
Okay, buddy, what do you think of Wilkins coffee? I never tasted it.
Do you want to do the voices?
Go back to the beginning. I'll redo it now.
All right.
I'll redo it now.
All right. Here we go.
Hey, buddy, what do you think about Wilkins coffee? Well, it's just got
fucking
like
like
a
it.
cum in your face. See, that was really good. I didn't do it very well. Hey, buddy, what do you think about Wilkins coffee? I don't like it. Well, I'm going to kill you. See?
Oh, bitch! That's a real gun. I like the first
Hey
one. as a
there, have
co-
you
oh,
had
here
some
we go.
Wilkins coffee? No, I'm really not thirsty. Murder you,
Die,
bitch!
motherfucker!
Oh, fuck.
Hey, have you tried Wilkins coffee?
No, I don't like that shit.
Oh, well,
Oh my God! My guts are spilled everywhere.
Murder! You like Wilkins coffee?
No, that's gross coffee.
Blue Lives Matter!
I don't like Wilkins coffee. It sucks.
Police brutality for over coffee!
Huh?
And
What?
all these commercials should just be cops killing people.
Oh shit.
The voiceover.
Terrorism.
The cops like, oh, sure. The 2020 Wilkins coffee commercials are, yes, sir, do you want a cup of Wilkins coffee? No, officer.
This machine will make you want a cup of Wilkins coffee. Not me. I'll take mine with cream and sugar.
Oh, my dick!
Yeah. Oh, my dick.
Do you drink Wilkins coffee? No. Oh, things just seem to happen to people who don't drink Wilkins.
Dude.
He works with the CIA. Oh,
I've
shit.
never seen so much fear-based advertising before.
Oh, yeah? Have you watched Fox News?
Is that advertising?
Yeah,
though?
Want some Wilkins coffee with your strawberries?
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. Like the buy gold and all that shit, and
Yeah.
buy or like Alex Jones,
The televangelist. Like,
yeah. You're right. You're right.
Cake? Can't say that I do.
At least this is a cup
You
of
can't say that
coffee
you
and
don't
not
either.
And a puppet.
entry to hell.
I expect the next one he's going to be like in a book depository with a rifle going, you drink Wilkins? No?
Boy, this hammer reminds me of Wilkins coffee. Why? Because it always hits the spot. Ooh.
He cracked his skull.
Anybody who doesn't drink Wilkins coffee ought to be tarred and feathered, right?
No.
Wrong.
No.
He always was a bad sport.
No.
I can get you Wilkins
shit.
coffee for a price. I wouldn't touch it. There's no future in an attitude like that.
Oh my God.
Man, he's like pushing it. He's pusher man.
He's a hitman.
Yeah.
He's a hitman and a drug dealer.
I like
Indian
my sugar
and a
with coffee
cowboy.
and cream.
Won't bother you. All you got's a shipment of Wilkins coffee. I learned that everybody drinks Wilkins.
What? That one's just confusing.
Give me the eggs and no Wilkins coffee. Give him the eggs, boys. A meal without Wilkins is a mess.
Ha ha ha.
Get the fuck out of here, loser.
It's fucking instant coffee, too. That's so gross.
Yeah, that was very common, or like post World War II type shit. this sort of thing was.
I wonder if instant coffee was like a kind of a play on like how they made Miracle Whip and everything. Like they couldn't get actual coffee beans.
Probably because it had to be imported because it doesn't grow in the U.S. Aside from Hawaii. Hawaii's the only actual state that
I wonder
grows
what
coffee.
Instant coffee was part of rations, so it carried over from rations.
Right. It's post World War II shit, and Korea went on too. This is like the 50s here. So, and that's where all the canned shit came from, you know?
Why are we climbing this tree? For Wilkins coffee. I don't want any. It's autumn when the nuts are beginning to fall.
It's fucking good, though. I don't care. This is great.
Look at his little leg.
Yeah.
It's all fucked up looking.
Kicked his ass off.
On guard. Salute Wilkins coffee. But I don't drink Wilkins coffee. Some learn, some don't.
Oh, dude!
He's straight up murdered him.
Dude, he stabbed him to death.
Yeah.
They didn't show it, but they implied it.
Yeah. This is...
I'm legally protected.
And you know the only reason they didn't show it? Because they didn't want to destroy the puppet by piercing it with a fucking sword. If they would have had a puppet piercing in the budget, they would have stabbed that fucking puppet.
Damn.
The first take just stabbed the guy right through the hand with letter opener, so they had to make another one. These are brutal.
How about a delicious cup of Wilkins coffee? No. Strange things happen to people who don't drink Wilkins.
Monuments.
Strange things happen to people who don't drink. This was in the Washington, D.C. area, right?
Strange things happens in national monuments when people don't buy my fucking coffee.
Yeah. You're going to be assassinated. They will drop a building on you for not drinking this coffee.
Not again.
Just silence after that. I love that.
I've got 5 aces. Can you beat...
It's a shady backroom poker game.
that? I've got a can of Wilkins coffee.
Oh,
Nothing
damn.
beats Wilkins.
Fuck.
Don't fuck around, man.
It's like baby, like proto Kermit the Frog versus the McNugget.
And he's insane and a murderer.
Remember the McNugget puppets from
Yes,
the 80s?
yes. I remember the singing hotcakes. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got $65 for a cup of Wilkins coffee? $65? You want me to go in there looking like a bum?
Nah, that one didn't work.
You have any Wilkins
shit.
coffee in your house? No.
Domestic terrorism.
You know, a house isn't a home without Wilkins coffee.
Oh, fuck. Fuck the police.
We should make
I love
puppets
these
and do an entire episode
of us as puppets?
puppets and only watch puppet
Can we get
content.
Teddy Rubskin on too?
Yeah. That'd be a wonderful guest. And we'll
I think
only
you'd have
watch
to.
content about puppets.
I can sit on the floor and hold a puppet up.
Yeah.
Easily.
We just set the green screen off to the side, or the thing off to the side of the green screen, and have the little, like, move the camera, you know, and just have it right here. Like, hey, motherfucker, you got a big old stink dick right there, huh? And you're like, what?
I wish I had like a Muppet style puppet of myself.
We gotta make them,
dude. I don't know. Yeah, we could use like little sticks for like the arms.
We could. You'd probably have to have your hands free though, right?
I mean, every now and then, one hand free.
True.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, that'd be
Just
so
get a little pike to stick him on, you know what I mean? Just a little place to idle him.
Well, Rolf, the Muppet, had 2 full hands, like
Yeah.
2 fully functional
That
hands.
would be a cool puppet. You
That's
could
how he
make-
played piano.
What if you wore a green hood over everything and had like the green eyes over it too? And you had like
so much work.
Dude, this would be so cute though. It'd be
That's
so
actually
cute.
not a bad idea. Then you don't have to stay hunched over. You can just sit there like a ninja, just silent while your little puppet friends talk.
The Drunken
You can even just do a
Puppets
solo
podcast.
show. Just cover your mouth. Here's my 2 guests for today, and also I'm not on screen. Don't worry about it.
Maybe we can get Pimp Monk to be a guest too, because he had the fucking puppet.
He does it.
He has that
You
fucking
know what? I
puppet.
don't think he has it anymore.
Damn it. We'll figure everything out. Maybe we can find a YouTuber that uses puppets and beg them to be on our guest. If there's a crude puppet man. We already have Teddy Rubskin, though, who I guess may not actually be a puppet, but a real
No,
bear.
he's a real sentient stuffed
so
bear.
he'll be the exception to the episode. I wonder if we can get enough puppet content to fill an episode.
We
You
just
gotta
watch
you're gonna
videos,
answer
nothing
your
but
email and get,
puppets.
like,
Yeah.
10 requests. Like, oh, we all had puppets the whole time, Billy.
Yeah. My puppet.
Turns out several of your guests already wore puppets. You just didn't realize through the webcam. It's so low resolution.
My puppet will do a strip tease and it will be exposed as just a sock puppet underneath it. It's hot. Next level. Do a puppet episode. It's so stupid. I love it. I love it.
Just do it like 6 or 8 months down the line so nobody remembers this conversation. Just out of
Oh,
nowhere.
if we made puppets, it would have to be like a couple months at least because we'd have to actually work on them and learn how to make puppets.
I mean, we could do like the lazy route and make a sock puppet and just like glue that looks like hair to it. And...
But imagine if you made a full puppet out like with the arms like Rolf and had like the green screen set up and made like a head that like bounced on. Maybe you were like had one on each shoulder and you were like the Cyclops Ben.
I think Rolf takes 2 people to operate him though because he has 2 full hands and then his mouth moves too.
That's true, huh?
Yeah. So those are Muppets are like some more sophisticated.
Maybe we could get
puppets.
Joe to sit under the table in your lap.
No. Bad idea. Bad idea.
There was that one episode we did on 420 of I think
Your
2018.
boob was a puppet.
Yeah, and we
And
had
Joe
like
used his sock, and we
Pitmug had his puppet. Was Teddy Rumpskin on too?
Yeah, Teddy Rumpskin was on too.
Yeah, that was so fucking funny.
Yeah,
that was a really good segment. I don't know there was some segments that are like dead end classics that would stand alone on themselves. That was
I don't even remember what that was.
It was so funny. It was so funny. I love that.
Yeah, puppets are great. Fuck, love me some puppets.
I'm just the type of guy who loves
screen
some
goes
puppets.
from like full on felony murder to just like, fuck you, I'll walk away now.
Yeah.
It's like got some kind of bipolar thing to where some days he's just gonna go, it's a joke, bye. And the other days I'm gonna execute you.
Do we have crafty fans that would want to make a Ben puppet and a Billy puppet?
I don't know anyone. I mean, like the odds of someone watching just happening to have puppet crafting skills, I think is pretty slim.
We have a lot of crafty fans, though.
I bet it's higher than you think.
I know. I bet you just bringing that up. Someone's like, I could make a Ben puppet or a Billy puppet.
Funny you mentioned puppets. Hold on just a second. Oh,
I wonder if there's like a custom puppets website where you can like build a puppet.
Yeah, there are. I think they're kind of expensive, though.
Oh, damn.
Or you could just go to Build-A-Bear and then cut a big butthole in one and just reach your arm through and you're good, right?
How much would you spend on a full custom Muppet?
I have no idea. You know, Howard Stern has a bunch of puppets for all the people on his show. You know he does that? Like Fred has different puppets that he pulls out at different times.
Etsy says portrait Muppet puppet custom, $263 for a custom puppet.
What does it look like?
The picture used for this
as an
one,
example.
The picture used as an example for this one looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I mean that's passable. It is almost it's probably $300 after shipping and taxes and all that shit.
Those are fuck toys, Billy. Put those away.
Are they?
No, I don't know.
Now I'm gonna buy
two. But hey, $280, that's good. And plus, if you wanted to upgrade it or whatever, change, you could always just find a tailor. I'm sure.
I feel like my arm would get tired after like holding it up the whole time.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
That's why Billy's idea of you on a green screen's not too bad because you could like put your elbow on something and just kind of relax. But after like 2 hours of clawed up hand like this, your fingers are gonna be cramped. I don't think. Yeah, thinking about it, I don't think they did the entire Muppet Show in one take either. They probably took a break.
The Muppet Show was like a half hour long tops too, and of course, and it was not live, so there were.
You need some like foot pedal operated puppet, like just put a big stick up its ass and a couple of actuators and just step on like a couple of panels on the floor to make them go bop 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 bop. You could do that.
Damn.
I mean, to what end
This
though?
is so sophisticated.
At what point do you assemble the automatic puppeteering device that you decide that this is a good thing to do with your life?
Hector's made puppets. It's not that hard.
Oh, really?
Honestly, if we sat down and you and I both like spent like 3 months in our free time working on puppets,
I don't want to do this. This does not sound fun.
How funny would it be?
Someone make me a puppet. I'm not making a puppet.
Ben, what if we got into the passion of puppetry?
No!
And the future of DP was like a weird grown-up version of like Mr. Rogers or something?
Well, that's kind of what Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared kind of was, you know?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of like this.
At what point does making a puppet constitute bullying? Like if we make a Brett Keane puppet and then do his voice and then bounce around on screen, is that like slander?
No, fuck that.
Because I want to go to court and have the judge say, "Now operate the puppet, sir."
Brett Keane won't go to court. He doesn't go outside. He doesn't go outside.
Yeah.
What if I really loved making puppets and I started making like manatee puppets? And
someone did send us a manatee puppet a long time ago to the DPPO box.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
See, there's more puppets out there than you think.
That was a long time ago. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I have this thing called the manatee, and it's a tea strainer shaped like a little manatee, and you use its flippers to hold it on the side, on the rim of the of the cup, and you just fill it full of like loose tea and dip it into some boiling water. It's really good.
Someone told me Brett Keane was dead, and I believed them. I just didn't question. I was like, "Oh, damn, that sucks. I'm sorry."
People do that shit all the
time.
time.
And I learned he wasn't dead.
And then you're like, "I take it back. I'm not sorry."
The only problem with puppets,
I immediately stopped feeling bad. Like the empathy in my soul fucking died, just gone.
the only problem with puppets is I feel like it's a 50-50 chance that the person behind the puppet is a creeper. Elmo.
I don't know what to say.
Well, Billy, I ain't had too many bad experiences with puppeteers, but maybe.
I feel like it's literally a coin flip, whether you're a good puppeteer or a bad puppeteer.
Like a clown or something,
Yeah,
to where it's like, how
Geppetto?
did you get this far?
Geppetto wasn't real.
Yeah, but Geppetto, is he a good one or a bad one? Because he made a puppet to
he's
fill a
not
void
real.
in his life so he can make a real boy.
He gave sentient life to a doll. That's, I don't know. Now that you mention it, I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm like, is Geppetto a good or a bad puppet?
His name is just bad. He has a bad name.
Do you know he's
it's
got
a fucking stupid name.
You know he's got a crazy criminal rap sheet?
No, he's not. No, this is a fictional story.
Well, have you ever seen the Geppetto files?
Oh, no.
Stop! He's a crazy criminal.
Up to that pun.
Oh, God. Yeah,
Well, we were in puppet territory now. Nothing's going to make sense.
In Florence, Italy, I guess that's where Pinocchio takes place, and there's a lot of souvenir shops and stuff there that just sell all this Pinocchio shit.
Did you ever watch the Pinocchio movie that was made?
Which one?
Starring Roberto Benigni?
Oh, a live action one?
Yeah.
I don't think
It's
so.
supposed to be fucking terrible.
Yeah, well, good thing I'm not watching it, right?
Well, I mean, for the bad movie reviews.
How old is it?
I think it was from the early 2000s. It's like an Italian version.
I'll take a look.
And it's supposed to be super bad because
Is it in Italian?
Because Roberto Benigni, right?
Okay.
He's an old man, right? You familiar with his work?
I don't recognize the name.
He plays Pinocchio, and he's like a 50-year-old man.
Huh. I don't.
It's like god awful.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's weird.
Can we pull the
I'm
trailer
a
up
real
for it real quick?
boy. I'm a real boy now.
I'm a real boy. You brought me to life. Thank you. Geppetto.
What a horrible name.
Actually, I think this Roberto Benigni film came out last year.
Oh, no. Fuck that. You're not playing something that new.
Oh, my God. It's so bad.
Well, I don't want to get shot, so I'll be getting some Wilkins coffee soon.
Get yourself some Wilkins coffee. Or
We're
you're
going to
get
wrap in
murdered.
about 8 minutes here. We'll just make it a solid 3:30.
Boom, there you go. Even numbers, please, people.
Yeah, 3:30. What are you doing?
I'm going to send you the trailer for this Pinocchio movie.
I don't want... trailers get copyrighted a lot.
It's European. We'll pause it. We'll do some pausing.
It being-
Does that make it better?
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't want to play it.
Oh my god!
It's from another country. What's so sketchy about?
I've gotten stuff from Asia and Europe before. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it's from. If it's copyrighted, you just get hit for it.
Such a bad movie.
Yeah, I believe you.
He played Geppetto in the new one? Okay, never mind. The new one might be better, but he was Pinocchio in the early 2000s one. That's what I was thinking of. Okay.
What? They chose the same person who played Pinocchio to play Geppetto.
Yeah. So I gave you the wrong link to the wrong trailer anyways. Oops.
Well, that makes more sense at least. Cast the old man as the old man instead of the toy doll that comes to life as a real boy. I don't know too many people that got that range.
Okay, he played the one that came to life as a fucking real boy, as an old man. It's bananas. It's so fucking bad.
Weird. Why even use the same actor?
I think it was a throwback to reference him because for one, Roberto Benigni, he did the movie Life is Beautiful. Do you remember that? Came out in I think 99 or something.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, so that was like, oh my god.
I think he did Son of the Pink Panther too.
He probably did.
Yeah, he did. He was like Inspector Clouseau's son, which is weird because he's Italian. He's not French, but.
I could never make sense of the Pink Panther stuff. I grew up with a cartoon, and then I learned it was a movie. Then I tried watching the movie. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Some of the
How did this exist?
that actor's name was Peter Sellers, and he was actually pretty funny. You have to look at it for the time that it was made, too, definitely. But I can enjoy some of those Pink Panther movies from back in the day.
Well, that's the weird thing. Yeah, you watch the cartoon as a kid, then you watch the movie, and you're like, live action, but these are boring. Then it's like, oh, it's actually pretty good.
And then they had Steve Martin make the newer Pink Panther movies. So
with Beyonce?
What now?
With Beyonce?
Yeah, I guess so.
I thought she was in
May
Pink
as well
Panther.
be. It's like, hey, let's revive this old IP and just inject stars into it. It'll make money.
So is Mickey here? Yeah, I think Mickey's here.
I saw him. Yeah.
So Mickey is Mickey on?
I don't know, Mickey. You wanna go toe to toe? Should I try and pitch Mickey? What I
yeah, go ahead. That could be what we end on.
Mickey, here's the deal. We need somebody to face the creator for the Cringerweight title. I'm telling you, Mickey. I'm telling you. If you drive up in your fucking Horde mobile, crack that door open, a pound of garbage falls out. You step out knocking cans and antiques all over the ground. You come out, you challenge the creator of the Cringerweight title. That's good TV, Mickey. You got to do it. You got to do it. Please do it.
And do you like Kalo, Mickey? The answer's no. You hate him.
You hate him.
You hate him.
You hate him.
He says he'll get Ornit. He's a bitch.
Yeah, get Ornit. He's a bitch.
You gotta roll up in the goddamn Horde mobile, though. That's just magic. You're driving around magic.
Yeah, he's driving around with priceless treasures.
You got a 30-year-old beer
witnessed.
Can you pound a 30-year-old beer too?
Some kind of wonderful, yeah.
Oh, here comes Kalo.
30-year-old beer.
I see Kalo typing.
Uh-oh.
Are we gonna bring him in really quick? Should we bring them both in?
Can we?
Yeah. If we get Mickey Richards and Kalo in voice chat.
These are the boys that love
Get
toys.
over here.
Drink something gross and eat something nasty in your nasty car. Mickey, imagine
that's most YouTube videos, isn't it? It's like somebody pulling up to Wendy's going, I got a sandwich.
Imagine
just people eating food.
Imagine if Mickey peeled some of the garbage wrappers in his car off and glued them to the side of his car so it looked like he was in a NASCAR.
I feel like Kalo's afraid. He's making excuses
Kalo's
right now.
scared.
Definitely scared of Mickey Richards.
Kalo has no roommates. Kalo made up roommates to hide from Mickey Richards.
Yep. Kalo's trying to deny the
Egghead
fact.
says, "What did Mickey do to deserve a match?" Colton, who did Mickey beat? Who did fucking Creator beat? Until he got the match.
Until he beat you.
Until he beat you, he didn't do shit either.
Yeah, wait. How many people are competing in this?
It's gonna be Mickey versus the Creator.
Mickey, do you want to come on the air for like a couple minutes and say what you think about Kalo? Okay.
I want to hear it.
Okay.
Jump into the waiting room or whatever. I bet he's gonna be wasted. All right, here he comes. Hello, hello, Mickey Richards. Hello.
Hello, Earth to Mickey.
Hello.
Come in, Mickey.
Hello. Sorry, I lost my phone.
Oh no. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it working?
Yeah, Kalo came in here too. Looks like those roommates are total bullshit.
Kalo.
Oh.
Tell me Kalo's talking under his breath.
No, I'm
Earth
here.
to Kalo.
I don't want to wake up the roommates.
I'm here.
All right. Mickey, you've been following the Creator for the past month.
I have.
You got what it takes to go toe to toe?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Bold claim.
Kalo, you don't know anything about Mickey.
No, but I'm down to find out.
You'll find out.
Mickey, what do you think of Kalo? Like, if you could sum it up in a few words, what do you think of Kalo?
Besides the tits, he's a piece of shit.
Well, at least you got. So you'd rather he would just permanently turn into a giant boob, is what you're saying?
They weren't bad, man.
Why,
I'll give him that.
Damn.
What was that, Kalo?
I've made some good money with them in the past.
No, I don't want to know.
So Mickey Richards, 100% comment on Kalo is shitty man, great tits.
Yep.
And Kalo, you're gonna fight. You're gonna go toe to toe with Mickey Richards. Things are gonna happen.
Hold on, let me talk to him real quick. Hey, you cool with me going up against this guy? Okay. Yeah, he's cool with it.
Kalo had to get permission from his roommate.
Creator.
From his roommate, the Creator.
No, not not my roommate.
Oh.
From Thomas.
Oh, I thought the Creator was your roommate. I thought you must have woke him up so you could come talk to Mickey Richards.
No, I live with my sister.
Ah, okay.
What's
She hot?
She like? She hot? Oh, damn.
Sorry, Mickey. I stepped on your lines.
Huh?
Oh, is she hot?
I can't say.
I wonder who Egghead's gonna pick to win this.
Yeah, Egghead.
Do you have a prediction, Egghead?
Egghead seems to be a little miffed that Mickey
what else
Richards
is
just
new?
made his way into the cringerweight title scene without any previous matchups.
Well, if he's flash in the pan, he'll lose, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say Billy and Joe are the only ones that have seen my secret weapon.
I don't know what that is.
Your small penis, or?
I haven't seen his
No.
penis.
You saw porn of him, though.
And it's not the porn video.
No, I wouldn't play that. I'm not going to play porn, so.
Well, there's not much you can see in it anyways.
Yeah, but I still don't want to play it.
It's not like the Gunt tape where there's a big old penis hanging out.
Big old?
Well, you know, a
I'll just set up
visible
a
penis.
scene here. Think of Baker Beach in San Francisco. And a bottle of Pepsi.
I don't know anything. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Did you put a bottle of Pepsi up your butt?
No, but you
Did you
guys have seen
funnel a
Due
2
Time.
liter?
Okay, well, with that.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, we're
We're
done.
done.
We will see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you so much. You have a great night, all of you, and thanks, Hellbent. Hellbent, you got anything going on you want to let the people know about before we end?
You have a good night. Take care of yourselves. I appreciate y'all having me on. It's always a fun time.
Yeah, thank you for coming on too. Sorry that I had to call you out for the terrible things you did to me while I had to pee. But other than that,
no, it's okay. I was just getting you back with the restroom break. I'll make sure to remember that from now on.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Fuck you.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.